kidnapping, and of course, in addition to the banditry that we are fighting today. This is actually the very first time I am going to be discussing this particular topic with the Biafra people, because I believe the time has come that we will start dealing with those who are kidnapping our people, killing them in the forest. I welcome every one of you, ladies and gentlemen, journalists, those friends of Biafra, and of course, many dignitaries, leaders that are listening anonymously, and those who are seated with the identities to listen to how this mind-blowing exposition on our X page today. My fellow Biafrans, a lot has happened since 2021. And I want to take you people back to when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in 2021. If you listen and read our tweet today, you will notice that we focus on making references to the past event. And of course, before I continue this particular space program today, I would like to use 1 minute of silence to honor one of our own who passed away today, in the name of Victor Adim. Mazi Victor really was one of the backbone of the government from the time while we were still in autopilot. He has been there in the government from advisory committee to New Dimension to the recruitment board. Many committee has participated in making sure that the Biafra Republic government in exile is what it is today. We are going to miss his experience. We're going to miss him. It's a big loss for the government. But the struggle and the fight goes on. He was very sick, battled the sickness, and of course received the best medical care that anybody can have. But God, in His infinite mercy, knows the best. Wherever he is today, I believe he will be very proud of his involvement in Biafra struggle, in Biafra liberation. He left a fulfilled man, because there is nothing in this world to a man like doing something and he sees the result of what he's doing. And then of course, at the same time, seeing the green light at the end of the tunnel. Victor was in Finland last year during the Finland Convention. And like I said, his spirit will always be happy wherever he is today. So we're gonna observe a minute of silence for Mazi Victor Adim. May the soul of Mazi Victor rest in perfect peace, and may God grant his family the strength to bear this loss. But the promise to the family is that they will everly be remembered, and the struggle, the contribution, the effort of the head of this family, the name of Mazi Victor, shall never be in vain. He will be remembered, and his legacies in this government will definitely benefit the family in due time. May God continue to grant the family with strength and the spirit to carry on. My fellow Biafrans, a lot has happened, like I said, since 2021. You know the reason for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kidnapping from Kenya and rendition to Nigeria is to end Biafra struggle, to end Biafra agitation. Everybody knows that. Nigeria itself, as a government, is a kidnapping government. And that is why they are very, very comfortable with kidnapping crimes. That is why kidnapping crime has become a national job. That is why government officials, military, police, and all other security agencies are directly involved in kidnapping. That is the reason they kidnap at checkpoint, military checkpoint. And a lot of people have been kidnapped at a military checkpoint, and they paid, after paying over 50 million naira, they got released. One of them is the bishop who was kidnapped, and they paid about 100 million or 50 or so to be released. He was kidnapped at the military checkpoint. So when people are complaining about the rampage of kidnapping in Nigeria, sometimes I look at them and I wonder, what kind of human beings are these? You are complaining about kidnapping when the government has actually created a career in kidnapping. And that's why they overlook every other thing happening in Nigeria. They overlook them. They overlook the kidnapping businesses they have opened and encouraged both the military, the police, and those working for them to, venture into. Only when you are against Nigeria, only when you are fighting for the freedom of the people that are being kidnapped, only when you are doing something to prevent them from kidnapping in the name of fighting for Biafra, or to use the situation that Nigeria have created to fight for the freedom of your people, only then you become an evil person. Only then every crime committed will be, attributed to you. But they are the one who involved in kidnapping. And today, I want everybody to understand how the kidnapping is happening in Biafra land. Now, there is a king, Eze, in the former Imo state. The Eze of a community called Owere Ebeiri. Owere Ebeiri, their Eze is called Eze Uzodinma. I asked a question yesterday, people from that community, to ask where is the Eze of Owere Ebeiri? Where is the Eze today? And I'm here to share the story. The Eze Uzodinma from Imo State is a right-hand man of Hope Uzodinma. Last year, they planned to come to Finland. He was in the forefront of fighting Simon Ekpa in Imo State. This same Eze was the Eze Hope Uzodinma is using to recruit criminals, assassins, and those who kill and murder people for them. This same Eze is the same Eze that was used to penetrate the criminals, IPOB Nigeria criminals. This same Eze was the Eze Hope Uzodinma used to commit all manner of crime killings of political opponents in Imo State. And it baffles me. Today, this Eze has been arrested and captured in Imo State over kidnapping. As I'm talking to you, they have transferred this Eze to Abuja secretly. People of Biafra, Biafrans in Imo State, the former Imo State, Biafrans in this particular community called Owere Ebeiri, where is your Eze? Your Eze is now cooling in Abuja over kidnapping because probably he has kidnapped unkidnappable. And Hope Uzodinma, as usual, exonerated himself. Nobody is talking about this Eze. Why is Nigeria media not talking about the Eze that is now in Abuja over kidnapping? He is a very close person to Hope Uzodinma. The closest Eze to Hope Uzodinma. And now they have arrested him. And Hope is now claiming he knows nothing about it. So my question to people of this community, if you know anybody from this community, where is your Eze? Why is the Nigeria media not talking about Eze that has been arrested over kidnapping? So this kidnapping he did, the last kidnapping must have been a very big one for the order to come from Abuja. And Hope claim he knows nothing about it. But this same Eze was the one whom Hope have used to buy people as Sapele. Sapele is the head of the kidnapping, is a kidnapping gang of the criminal IPOB Nigeria in Anambra. Sapele came last year with other 6 of his gang to Imo State on the order of Hope Uzodinma. This same Eze was the one who received Sapele. This same Eze is the one using Sapele, Chinasangoro and Co. to do kidnapping in Biafra land. And whenever they succeed in this kidnapping, they will come to Radio Biafra, go to on social media and start narrating how somebody was kidnapped. And people are not asking questions. How do you get intels of this kidnapping? How do you know the story of how somebody was kidnapped? They will come and narrate the story and use it to do program. And the idea is Hope Uzodinma recruited this man to be committing this crime for their own selfish, and then at the same time to use it to blackmail Biafra struggle. Ekpa. They will come to social media and start shouting, "Oh, release this man. Ekpa, go and release this man. You kidnapped this man." And they will start sharing the story, and nobody is asking. You know, when I come across these videos they are doing on social media, I will just overlook it and laugh. You will hear them sharing the story of how the person was kidnapped, and they are telling you to go and release the person. They will tell you the exact point the person was kidnapped. It is them that kidnapped the person. Otherwise, they wouldn't know how the person was kidnapped. They wouldn't know where he was kidnapped. They wouldn't know the story. But when you talk, they tell you there is nothing like M branch. All those things were dissolved. There is nothing like intelligence. It is them. And today, I've been able to make series of posts to prove that indeed these IPOB Nigeria criminals are the kidnappers in conjunction with the bandit in our land. So I challenge every Nigeria media, I challenge people who have been fighting Biafra Liberation Army, especially in Old Imo State. And I want you, if we are from the old Imo State, former Imo State, I want to ask you to put a call to a community called Owere Ebeiri community. and ask them, where is their Eze? Their Eze is today in Abuja for kidnapping, and it is not making the news. Why is it not in the news? Is a question. Because if this Eze case is in the news, a lot of people will begin to think. A lot of people eye will begin to open, especially those who are wallowing in this darkness. They will begin to ask questions. Why is the closest person to Uzodinma arrested and taken to Abuja for over kidnapping? The same people who are looking for Simon Ekpa to kill. They do this crime, they commit this crime, they commit this kidnapping crime, they kill people and they blame it on Biafra. So what Hope did was to recruit them to be used to kill our people, and then they blame it on Biafra agitator. So my question is, this Eze now is in Abuja because probably he has kidnapped somebody, a very top government official or something, and the thing got leaked. So Hope Uzodinma is now exonerating himself. He don't want to intervene to save the man, because if he do, then it will lead to many things that were hidden. So he claimed he doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't know that the man is a kidnapper, a king. And I'm here to expose not only that the man is a kidnapper, he is using the IPOB Nigeria criminals. Number one is Sapele. And I said the day Sapele and 6 others went to collect money from this Eze, I know. And the reason we did not bring them down that day is for a story for another day, because it is not time. It is not yet time. We don't want to, we don't want to start something that we cannot finish immediately. So their time is coming. Their time is coming. And of course, you may have started seeing it. This Eze, called Eze of Owere Ebeiri, Eze Uzodinma, is now in Abuja under detention for the crime of kidnapping, and no Nigerian news media is carrying it. My question is why? Because they don't want you to know those behind kidnapping in Biafra land. They don't want you to know those behind the insecurity in Biafra land. Like you see, I posted this particular space today to talk and expose about the kidnapping. You see, many of them are not here because they don't want to know who is. Just mention Simon Ekpa. They are interested. Once it is not Simon Ekpa that is, that is involved in the kidnapping, nobody's interested. That is how it is. But you know one thing? The war is on. The war is on against these criminals in Biafra land. And we will show you what we want to show you. What we can never show you is what we don't want to show you. The end result. Ejima was arrested for kidnapping. Ejima was the commander in the IPOB Nigeria Limited. He mentioned Chinasamoru. He mentioned Imapawafo. He mentioned all of them. Ask yourself, why haven't anybody taken action? Why haven't those writing petition against Simon Ekpa taken action or write petition against them? Because they are the people government, Hope Uzodinma, and this e-way they are using. Now, another person was also arrested, which confessed of killing Gulak. Gulak was killed in Imo State. You can imagine a very high-profile person from northern Nigeria came to southeast. He was assassinated. The entire northern Nigeria, they swept this thing under the carpet because to them, fighting Biafra is more lucrative, more important than fighting those who killed their own brother in the east. A very high-profile politician was killed, murdered like a chicken. And the person who ordered the killing is Hope Uzodinma, using IPOB Nigeria, Chinasamoru, using this same Eze. It is this same Eze that recruited the killers of Gulak. Today, nobody knows that Eze was arrested in Nigeria. Nobody, no Nigerian media. I am calling you the name of the Eze. I am saying the name of the community of this Eze. I am saying that this Eze is currently being detained in Abuja. Nobody hear about it. I am blowing this whistle so that those who were writing petition against Simon Ekpa can ask questions. Since your petition, ask question, where is this Eze today? And why is he not making news in Nigerian media? Why? Because if they do, I will be vindicated. If they do, everything will be exposed. Why a whole Eze was arrested for kidnapping, taken to Abuja. Nobody hear about it. The same Eze killed Gulak. He was the one who Uzodinma contracted to hire these people that killed Gulak. The person that participated in killing Gulak, arrested, he confessed, he narrated how he killed Gulak, and that those people who hired him to kill Gulak were the IPOB Nigeria, China Samoro and group. Hope Uzodinma used them. Nigeria didn't react. Nigerian security, the Northerners, whom their brother was killed in the southeast, nobody wanted to talk. Have you ever seen anything like that? Because the agreement is to use them to fight against Biafra, and they have failed. But I just want to refresh the memory of the northern Nigeria. That Gulag, the killers of Gulag, has been captured, arrested, confessed. The killers are still, nobody have called them by their names. A whole Gulag was murdered in the southeast. And nobody is talking about the killing of Gulag. Is it normal? It is not normal. But I want you to say that it is Simon Ekpa gang, Simon Ekpa boys, Simon Ekpa. It is only when it is Simon Ekpa boys, or when when we have no proof to prove that it was them, everybody will share something Simon Ekpa, Simon Ekpa. And I'm asking you a question today. Why has it not been on the social media or in the Nigerian news that Eze Owere Ebeiri has been arrested for kidnapping? He is a very right-hand man of Hope Uzodinma. He is the hit man. He is the one calling the hit for who is to assassinate, who is to be killed, and who is not to be killed in Imo State. Today, he is in Abuja under detention, maximum security detention. And no news in Nigeria carried it. Everything in the secret. But the people of this community know that their Eze is missing. Many people even know that he has been arrested for kidnapping, but it is not making the news. A lot of evidence is everywhere. But you know what they do? They will write rubbish. Simon Ekpa is killing military. Simon Ekpa is doing this. Simon Ekpa is doing that. I will continue to defend Biafra people. I will continue to defend Biafra land. And there is no amount of blackmail propaganda will stop it. My job and what I was born for is to make sure Biafra come. And Biafra is here. This year, December 2nd, Biafra declaration of the restoration of Biafra in Finland. That is a sacrosanct. And then after that, we will change gear. Now, we have been calling on people of Biafra to stay away from checkpoint. This calling and warning started since last year. You know, when we start to warn you, does not mean that it is going to start immediately. We come well-planned, prepared. And once we start, there is no going back. We have been warning hawkers, people that are hawking in the street, do not hawk close to checkpoint, the kidnapper checkpoint. Don't hawk closer to the checkpoint. Because when it will happen, you will not know. And we don't want to harm any civilian. It is for you people, because of you, we are fighting this freedom. It is because of you, so that you will not be living in a country that you will be hawking and carrying something to sell in the street. That's why we are fighting. So you must not be at the wrong time, at the wrong place, at the wrong time. Stay away, completely away from military checkpoint, so that you will be alive to see Biafra. Those who think that December is not going to come, December is here. I see those people who have been parading themselves as they are fighting for Biafra for many years. They say, let us see how Biafra will come. These are people whom, because of their preaching, many people believed them and died. They died. They died in Imo State. They died in Abia State. They died in Anambra. They died in Enugu. In numbers. Who will ever believe that in 2024, the same people who were telling you Biafra or dead are now telling you Biafra can never come? The same people who 3 years ago were shouting Biafra or dead. But one thing they don't know is that we never, ever even believe they will be part of the Biafra at the end of the day. That's why we said we are going to be the end of their criminality in the Biafra movement. When we made that proclamation, they didn't believe us. They know, but those who follow them doesn't believe because they don't see beyond their nose. But they know that those pronouncements is spiritual. Today, what is happening? And let me tell you, anybody that is joining to be recruited by them and they give you a gun in the name of fighting for Biafra, you know you're not fighting for Biafra. They only want to use you to fight those fighting for Biafra. You will go down. You will go down. The only luck you people have is that we have not remembered internal issue. We have not remembered. We are yet to remember internal issue. But that time is fast approaching. The distraction is getting too much. And we will start facing the internal enemies very soon. And by then, the same people will be shouting, they are killing each other. They are killing each other. But nobody is seeing what they are doing today. They are not going to dictate when we are going to fight internally. Biafra people will follow their template and there will be no distraction. We will remain focused and our eye will remain on the rising sun. So the topic this evening is those behind kidnapping and criminal activities in the Southeast that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about in the court. When he made the statement, those of you committing crime, I did not come to react because I know whom he was talking to. And today, the evidences we have provided so far and what I am, the claim, not even claim, the exposition I'm making out of the Igwe, of the Eze, of Owere Ebeiri community, who is now languishing and cooling in Abuja, should, open your eyes. Why is the media not talking about it? All right, I'm going to leave it here to the host. I'm ready to answer questions concerning this particular issue, nothing else. Issue on kidnapping and the exposition we have made today. If you have any question or any comment to make, you are free, and I'm here to answer your question. The Deputy Minister of Communication and the Cabinet, I welcome all of you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, my Prime Minister. Good evening, sir, from here. Welcome, sir, and welcome all fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. And my able comrade, also Mazi Ugo 247. You are welcome. In the absence of my Minister of Communication, Mazi Akparawasoni, and we are here to attend to Biafrans as you are all here to ask questions and to bring in your concerns, and the Prime Minister is here to answer you. As you go, please open your mic and give us your opening.
Thank you so much, Bam Bam Bam. Good evening, my Prime Minister, and greetings to every Biafrans. Yes, we are here again, and we are opportune this very evening to have our Prime Minister amongst us. And I encourage every one of us to pick the mic so you ask that questions that have been bothering you. You heard what he said now. These things has been unfolding, and we are happy things are unfolding. Thank you so much. Let's go.
Thank you, Mazu. Go. Please, those that are coming in, you see the title and you have listened as our Prime Minister, our Odogu of Biafra, is there anybody still doubting whether this particular instrument of war? Please mute yourself. If you come into the room, mute yourself. If you don't mute yourself, I'm going to remove you. I'll mute your mic track. Do not open your mic except you are asked to open it. Okay, we need to remove you now immediately. All right, please don't open your mic except you are asked to open it, please. And ask your questions, please, based on the topic. Where is Eze Uzoku of Owere Ebeiri community? And the questions you have based on this topic and based on this kidnapping country called the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, bring up your questions. And while we have left them already, ask your questions, and then the PN is here to answer you. The first person to go, please make sure you go straight to the point. You have 60 seconds to do that. Mr. Snow, grab the microphone and bring your questions very quickly. Thank you very much.
Good evening, my Prime Minister and all Biafrans on the space. My question is not to the Prime Minister, but to the media houses and Nigerian media that are here. During the assassination of Ahmed Gulak, I remember the Nigerian forces, the military, the police, and the joint task forces. They killed our Biafran youths and tagged them the assassinators of Ahmed Gulak. Now, I want to ask the Nigerian media, when are you going to report or ask the Nigerian forces the identities of these people that were killed and tagged the assassinators of Ahmed Gulak, as our Onyendu pointed out after that incident that happened in Imo State? That is my question, and it goes to the Nigerian media. I know they are here, and I know they are listening to us. So now that the people who assassinated Ahmed Gulak are here, when are you going to ask the Nigerian media to produce the information and how they got the intel that showed them that those people they murdered in the name that they assassinated Ahmed Gulak were the ones that assassinated Ahmed Gulak? Thank you, my Prime Minister, for all you're doing, and all the cabinet members here. Our media, thank you so much for your work. Darling, everybody.
Thank you very much for that question.
Thank you, Mazi Snow. And we are waiting for them to bring up their press release and answer those questions. Those are very salient questions you just put out there. The whole world is watching. And right here, we are close to 1,000 people, if not more than 1,000 people that are listening. And the media houses are here. Yeah, please, we are on YouTube. Every channel is connected because the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government is here, and everywhere is standing still. And you are not raising your hands in the house, and I am concerned because if you don't raise your hands, I don't know whether you are ready to ask questions. But I am curious to know this person with Nigerian flag, HM Batul. Please unmute yourself. We want to hear from you. What question do you have for the Prime Minister? Obaloso. Okay, Otunwa Moya, please unmute yourself, please.
Yes, good evening, great Biafrans, wonderful people. Good evening, my Prime Minister. There was a thank you for your good work. My question is, for all these Ezes we have in Biafra land today, I don't know if they are still valid, or are we going to regard them in our 40 states of Biafra? Because a lot of these Ezes, they have done so much to harm our people. Please, sir, can you address that? Thank you, sir.
The issue of Eze is something that is internal. We will handle that internally. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Otuwamoya, you've heard that, and I am sure you are aware already. Thank you so much. And then we have in our midst our senior comrade, solid success, Chika Oderis. Mazi Success, you're welcome to the space. Please, you can unmute yourself if you have anything to say. Please, Mazi Success, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mazi Raphael, Bam, Mazi Go 247, and most special regard to my Prime Minister, His Excellency, the only one eye, remember that sign in 2021 that they mocked at, and today he remains the only one eye. The able Prime Minister, Mazi Ekpa, every other prominent Biafrans and all Biafrans present here, all true journalists present here. And I want to react to the first question that guy asked about Nigerian journalists. I hope I'm coming out clear, right?
You're coming out watching, okay?
All right. Do not ask Nigerian Gotham media journalists, both in print and in audio. What about what happened to Ahmed Gulak? Nigeria is a crime scene. That is why we do not have to emphasize so much on this Uzodinma of Owere Ebeiri community in Imo State. We don't need to emphasize on him so much because when we will begin to expose them, they will release him. Remember what's going on at issues of local government. It is something pointing to the Eze. You remember the incident at Izago, the same thing. You remember the incident at somewhere in Aniri. It is the same thing. All the Ezes, all the so-called Ezes in those areas are pure jihadists, and they use them as a tool of kidnapping. So if they go against their little rules, then they will handcuff them. We know all of them. None of them are clean from top to bottom. So, as Prime Minister said, that the issue of ACS are internal is a matter for another day. But we have to at least tell the Nigerian people, the Nigerian government, and the world who care to listen that Nigeria is a crime scene, where both the politicians, the state actors and non-state actors who have agreed with the state actors are perpetrators of crimes of different rate of kidnapping and all sorts of things. Today they are still talking about Chibok girls who have given birth to about how many children in the desert. These are the things we see and hear in Nigeria, and the world is keeping silent because they know from top to bottom Nigeria is a crisis. Ekweremadu is still in UK prison. Hopefully you are aware. He's a prominent senator who have occupied a seat for 16 years and was found wanton of human and organ trafficking. This, they are the way all of them roll. There is no clean politician in Nigeria from top to bottom. There is no clean Eze that is occupying traditional stew in Nigeria from top to bottom, both in Odua, Arewa, and Biafra Nation. All of them are the same thing. The people that Abacha put into prison when he was the president are the ruling class and the decision makers of this crime scene called Nigeria. So, Prime Minister, please, we have a lot to do for Biafra people. You have to concentrate and forget about these idiots that are, we have passed vote of no confidence on them for a very long time, and this is what is happening today. The God of the land is exposing them on daily basis. And Hope Uzodinma cannot say anything. The people that they're employed to make sure they become a distraction to you, they have failed. And this is why everything, they are fighting themselves internally. And it's coming out facially and everybody's seeing it. So you are doing a nice job. I want you to continue on that very path. As long as you continue this very path, the different people will continue to follow you and abide by your decisions. It is forward ever and backward never. All eyes on the rising sun. Thank you, Prime Minister. I'm with you. Good evening.
Thank you very much, Success. That's a very good one. And of course, you're right, like you rightly said, as we talk about him, they will release him. But the point is that whenever we begin to make emphasis, put emphasis on a certain topic like this, there is a reason for it. There is a reason for it, and the decision has been made, and the result will start coming very soon. Why we are making this particular exposition today is for people to know where the rain that is going to fall will start falling. So when that rain starts falling, you do not go out and start shouting, what have we done to deserve this? The people that we are going to make sure they pay the price are the evil ones. If you know your hands are clean, you don't need to worry anything about this whole thing that is going to start coming in the next few days.
They will, my success. You are always a delight to listen to, and Biafrans already knows that, and we appreciate you. Well done for all you do, my success. All right, going forward, please, I want you to grab the microphone. Benchu Sagu.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Mazi Bam. Thank you, our honorable PM. You are doing marvelously wonderful. PM, the Ezuku of Owere Ebeiri is a close neighbor of mine. I'm from Olo. We really know that this man is really a bad man. In regards to the question you asked about the Northerners, keep mute and being silent of their work, of their very, very best one being killed, is because the Hope Uzodinma is doing their bidding. You know, the bidding Hope Uzodinma is doing is more than the man they killed. So, and that is why they keep mute completely. So they will not do anything. But we thank God we have somebody like you who has come to put them to their last destination. And again, one thing I wanted to ask is, will there be any kind of changing of policy in regards to this Eze something when Biafra come? Because this Ezes they are really, really how Aladdin in the land of Biafra now, they are causing a lot of havoc. If because they know that they are the last man, everything stop on their table. So they use people they want to use in committing crimes. So the poor man has no voice at all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And believe me, I will promise Biafra people that, in Biafra, United States of Biafra, we are going to be, the decision we're going to be making on policies will be just a common sense policy. And yes, the Eze system has been bastardized on purpose to destabilize our nation, to destroy our culture and value system. Every Biafran understand how Ezes were being chosen in those days. It is not by political appointment. So what did they do? Nigeria Fulani first destroyed our culture by abolishing the cultural norms of appointing Ezes in Biafra land. And then they politicized it. That was where everything went wrong. So definitely, we are not going to do that in Biafra. We are going back to our root. And that is one of the going back our root that we have been preaching about. You will agree with me that in those days, when Eze dies, there are a lot of rituals. It is not about Christianity or not Christianity. There are a lot of rituals that need to be done for the ancestors to choose another Eze, the next Eze. And once you choose something else, the entire community, those who were involved in choosing that Eze, will pay the price instantly. That is back to the root we are going to. So it's not going to be based on political appointment. Otherwise, it means that our culture has been defeated. So Biafra as a nation that have recognized traditional worshippers, recognized Christianity, recognized Jewish worshippers, will make sure that our Ezes goes back. The process of choosing Eze in our land goes back to the time of our ancestors. That is our culture. The definition of culture by the Europeans says that the culture is a way of life of the people. And this Eze system today in Nigeria, in Biafra land, is no longer the way of life of our people. Because our people and Ezes in those days were not being appointed, it's not by a political appointment. But today, they destroyed the system. The governors will be the one to issue certificate to Eze. It is never done anywhere in the history. And that is the reason why every Eze today are criminal. All the Ezes in Biafra land, almost 99% of them are criminals. Because there are those who have committed one crime or the other to serve the interests of the political leaders. So once you are very good in killing, kidnapping opponent, you will be the next Eze of your community. And any day you stop killing, they will remove and take away your certificate. So we are going to do a very, very powerful cleanup in the Eze ship system in Biafra land. Believe me, it it is going to have this particular one I'm saying that is going to have its own law. We're going to have a resolution to make sure that the Eze goes back to the ancestors' way of choosing their kings and leaders. And every community that has Eze will be given mandate to make sure that their relevant ancestors were consulted before any appointment or before the traditional way of appointment would take place. So I will not be surprised that after the restoration of Biafra, everything who call himself or herself Eze in Biafra land will be dissolved. And we'll go back. It is going to be, we are building everything from scratch. Everything. Every community that has Eze today, that is history there. There is history before this political juggernaut and this Fulani nomadic system came to destroy the structure of the Eze ship system in Biafra land. We have history. And every community you go today have history. I want you all to remember what happened to John Nebodisa. The same thing. I want you to also remember what happened to Eze Ego of Ihala. The same thing. These are the people who thought in those days when this particular destruction of our culture were still being implemented newly. These are people who has money. They feel they can buy Eze ship and kingship with money. Even when some people resisted it, some people collected money from them, and the rest is history. So we are going back to our root, my brother. Nobody should, there is no cause for alarm. We, the new generation of Biafra, with this powerful and hot brain, will reset the whole thing. And you see, things will come back to normal. So I'm very, very optimistic. I'm very happy that I am part and in the front line of the restoration of independent state of Biafra. Thank you.
I'm really, really, really quite impressed at your answer. Thank you so much. You are doing wonderful. Thank you. Well done.
Biafra is blessed. Biafra is blessed. Thank you so much, PM. You are such a blessing to us and Biafra. We are so blessed and we are happy. Thank you, sir. And we are moving with speed. Mas, you go, please. Anytime you have anything to say, please don't hesitate to unmute yourself or to, if you have any response, please. Mas, you go. Always remember that.
Fine,
Success.
thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, please. Yes, I saw Mouthpiece of the Gods shaking her body there. I wanted to do something. You are a goddess, and I want you to say something. Open your mic, Mouthpiece, please.
Thank you so much, Pastor Vam, and we go 247. Hello, our own Excellency, Maji Simon Ekpa. I greet you. So let me go to the point because I'm at work. I want to ask, why is it that the Nigerian government are not bringing all these Igwes, IPOB, Nigerian criminals who are complicit in kidnappings and killings in the East, most especially in the old Imo state, even with all the video confessions by these criminals, yet Musa is not telling his so-called media to bring them to book? That's my question. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think they are in the best position to answer that question. But from my understanding, it means that when they give you a job and they are still believing that maybe they are going to deliver. But now that they have found out that they are not going to deliver, I think the best thing is to start buckling them up, because they will never deliver on stopping Biafra restoration. That I can promise them that.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mouthpiece. As you go, anybody that finished talking, because you helped me to put them in the listening so that I will just move with speed. Onyeka Achukwu, please grab the mic and let your 60 seconds count.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, the light bearer. Thank you for a good work, sir. Sir, when Gulak was killed, the BBC Igbo and other media was busy accusing our people, accusing IPOB. See, our leader came out and said no and give the co-passenger in that taxi ultimatum to say those who kill the people. The guy said, Fulani. It was 2 weeks later, Sahara reporter, after investigation, came out and said Fulani, and the police already killed innocent people. And at the same time, when Methodist chief was kidnapped in Semimo State, I think, BBC Igbo kept calling sensationist IPOB, accusing our people. My question is this BBC Igbo, is it no time when we are going to buy them from our land? Because this BBC Igbo, they are not there to report something that is crime that is going on in our land. Rather, they only report what is against what we are doing, what is against our leader, what is against you. But they cannot report the crime Nigeria committing in our land. That one is one. And again, what you said about the Eze, sir. Yes, I remember in those days when a president comes to any community, no matter how small is the Eze, the president will first of all pay homage to that Eze before you go to the function ground. But today, the Eze visits even local government chairman. Our ancestors are hungry. And the path you are following, our ancestors is happy with you, sir. Keep it up. Our ancestors are happy with you. The gods of the land are happy with you. The path you are treading, my prime minister. Keep it up. Because these people have discredited our land. They have discredited our land in fact, they have turned everything upside down. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Your comment on BBC copied.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. And your comment is copied. Your comment is observed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Agele Barayanya. Thank you so much. All right, we move. Chi Uku CUMTV. Please grab your mic and 60 seconds, please.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I hope I'm coming out clear.
Go ahead, you're coming out clear, please.
Okay, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to Mazi Simon Ekpa. You know, he's doing everything possible to protect our people. And this evening, although I'm speaking from Indonesia, and I want to give him a very, very strong name this evening, and that name is Isinketa Akpurapo Naboja. Isinketa Akpurapo Naboja. That is the name I'm giving Mazi Simon Ekpa this evening, because the zoo is very, very scared of him. So now my question is not long. My question is,
Excuse me. You are giving him name, but you've not recognized him as the prime minister he is.
He's my.
And
I called him.
giving him
Yeah, he's my prime
name.
minister. If you check my if you check my handle, every post Mazi Simon Ekpa made, I repost it with immediate effect. He is my prime minister. He's my leader. He's my leader, and the Mazi Nnamdi is our overall leader. Mazi Simon is my prime minister. Okay, and that name I give him, I have been looking for an opportunity to call in space or his program to give him that name. So now my question is, these people that this zoo government are using, like all these IPOB Nigerian people, like Simon Ekpa said vividly that we are going to look into them. I want to know how soon. That they are going to be that we are going that Biafran government is going to start looking into them and start fishing them out, because these people are causing a whole lot of damage. Imagine them, everything they do, they label it on Simon. Everything they do, they label it on Mazi Simon Ekpa, our prime minister. That is very bad. So that's my question. I want to know how soon we you know, their evil will cut up with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You know, we are the one that dictate our pace, and you just watch it as it happens, okay? And don't worry about they commit crime and put it on my head. I'm the one that put it on my head, right? Don't worry about that. And I know that you are concerned, just like every other person. So we will start. Who is making this noise, please?
Who is? Oh, I think mute yourself, the last speaker. Please.
Okay.
So we'll start. We'll start. Shouting and calling our people that something will start happening. It takes time, because of our resources, and we know what we are targeting. It's not just we are facing our enemies, but at the same time, the enemy within, of course, will follow them systematically. It's not like we are fighting the other enemies. So our own internal enemy will be dealt with systematically. So there is no, I cannot just tell you now that it's going to be tomorrow, but already something is going on. Something is happening already. So we will make sure that they will never ever have that particular safe haven to continue committing crime against our people. That's all I have to say. But as time goes on, just follow us on the update, and you'll be seeing them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Please, as you go. Yahuwah, you kept opening your mic. Don't open your mic again. If you are not called, especially when your hand is not up, if you open your mic again, we'll remove you. Please, Truth View, mute yourself, please. Yahuwah, mute your mic. You are not raising your hand. Don't expect me to call you if you are not raising your hand. Truth View, please unmute yourself. Truth View, you are not able to unmute yourself. The next person to be called
Good
is
evening, good evening, good evening, lovers of freedom, Mass PMs, Mass Simon Abon. I agree to you, my peer.
this Yahuwah. You are just very stubborn. I don't know why. I didn't call you. You just open your mic. Epco Kings, unmute yourself, please.
Yeah, good evening, my brother, Pastor Van Van Mazugo. Good evening, my able Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Thank you for your good work. Thank you for all that you have been doing for us. Sir, when Goodluck was assassinated in Airport Road, Odimo State, there was a exposition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, did that same night. He mentioned of he was like asking the wife of Goodluck to engage the security personnel to to search for the people who killed his husband, that he should go to MTN, Glo, and other network providers to confirm what he is saying, that he should collect the information concerning his line. Then MTN, those network will give her the informations, the last call and the everything. From there, that she will know the people who killed her husband. And there is a video you posted today, and when you post that video, I was like, reflection. I remember that exposition that our leader did that day, and that exposition, without him knowing that the people surrounding him, people like China Samoru and co, was the people who were masterminding the killing, and the Hope Uzodinma. Actually, that day he was reporting that the Imo State governor knows exactly what happened. So, my prime minister, thank God for our creator, your co-ancestors who sent you. They are solidly behind you to give us you. Because if not you, I don't know where we could have been today. And these people, they are with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without him knowing exactly what was happening. So, and I thank God, I thank our Chukwu Okike for making you to start fishing out, even in your own executive, fishing those people out. So I know that everything that happens has a purpose. So I want to thank you, especially my prime minister, for your good work in our life, because without you, like I said before, I don't know where we could have been today. Thank you, and God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll move. Please, all right, the next person whose hand has been up is God's Plan. God's Plan, please unmute yourself and make sure you ask your question quickly. God's Plan, please unmute yourself. God's plan is not ready. The next person is a sound mind enlightenment. Sound mind, please unmute yourself.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, all. Good evening, my Prime Minister. Thank God this is the first time I am meeting you on space. I've been trying as much as I can. The moment I see you hosting this space, I begin to scroll. I discovered that even all the while we were doing obedient stuff, I have not met number of people I met this night in this space, showing that you are man of the people, showing that you are made up of qualities. So it's the only person that has supporters and followers that can command such number of people. Thank you for what you are doing and for the actualization of Biafran land. Please, sir, I don't have much to say, but I just want to give a piece of advice. Don't be offended and don't take it as a yes that you have all it takes and nobody can suggest, because your security is my concern. Because God, who made it possible to bring you in time like this, even while our great leader is being held by this zoo government, God still provided somebody like you to be a voice. I don't know what will have been our hope. By now, nobody will be hearing about Biafran agitation anymore. I thank you for the strength and power, for the ability and all the activities you are conducting to make sure that this dream come to reality. Please, sir, your security is most paramount. Your security is one of the high demand. Please do as much as you can to make sure that your safety is assured, that these people, what they are planning will not work, maybe to get you arrested or harm you in any way. Those that around you, that you are trusted so much that you believe that they are your executive, be very, very watchful and careful, and don't allow any Judas among your disciples to exist. Anytime you suspect anything that anyone is not genuine, please replace. I believe that God will help us to get it done. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless Biafra.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your advice. And you mentioned the time you were in obedient. So are you back from obedient now? And you know that obedient was actually a failed mission. I just want to hear your last comment on that. Do you believe now that it is a failed mission? Before I will tell you what I wanted to tell you.
Please unmute yourself. Sound mind. The question goes to you, please. Sound mind, are you still there?
Okay, I would say what happened was that I joined MASOP as at year 2000.
No. I'm talking because you talked about obedience, so I forget about muscle.
Yes, I just want to tell you history why I joined Obedient. It's just because we felt that we don't have any other alternative. Let's see how we can give our voice and bring our man, at least for the moment. So that was what happened. We now showed solidarity to our own person.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Now let me tell you. In 2019, I was in the forefront of. You can mute yourself. Sorry, because there is noise coming in. In 2019, I was in the forefront of Obi Atiku campaign to support P2B because of P2B. I was one of those who actually sponsored the P2B campaign group in Europe, the entire Europe. I was in the forefront. So I put my own money in the P2B campaign group in Europe. The group was changed during the time of this particular last election to those who believe that they still believe in Nigeria. So after 2019, I know that that was the end. So what you saw in 2023, I saw it in 2019 and made up my mind. You know, most of you in 2023, you know, was shouting that, oh, you don't want to, or just like you said now that you want to support your own. Because then maybe in 2019, I was still thinking like you, what we are thinking like 2023. But it is good. Even as at now that your eye has opened, there are still people that their eye have not opened yet. There are still people that are still posting P2B when he go to open borehole in the north. There are people who still post him. What these people are doing is to delay your future, to delay the infrastructure that your children should be enjoying in the next 4 years. What they are doing is to contribute and to be used as a willing tool to continue to cage your freedom. But of course, they will only have small destructive impact, nothing else. Because the way we are going today, believe me, if you stand on our way, we'll bulldozer you, and move on. That's where we are now. So it is only distraction. P2B can never, ever, not only P2B, no Igbo man. You see, from these 5 Eastern Igbo states, no Igbo man, although that has already is a bygone story since 2023. We will try that it is going to be the last time anything we talk about election. In 2024, from December 2nd, believe me, people think that after in the December 2nd, on December 2nd, 2024, we declare Biafra like Ojukwu declared. No, we are restoring the declaration of Ojukwu. That's what is actually happening. And after that, by then we will have the consent of all of you. Those who have voted will be counted. And remember, our ratio will be based on the total vote casted during the general election, 2023 general election, which was about 4 million people. It is only 4 million that voted in the entire Biafra land, in the entire south, and their southeast. It is only 4 million votes. And our target is to just get, half of it, more than half of it, and we're good to go. It is consent of the people of Biafra. It does not matter whether there are 80 million, whether there are 100 million. What matters is how many people voted during the general election. Only 4 million people. 25 million people registered and 20-something million boycotted the election on our instruction. Now we are using the e-voting, and of course there are challenges because of the internet and how people are not very conversant with using internet to vote. So we are there. On December 2nd, history will be made. Just be part of this history so you don't regret it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PM. Thank you, sir. My PM, I was responding to Rufai, the guy that works with Eight Face Abati, with the other lady on Arise News, when they were saying, where are you going to get the 15,000 people that you are sending to Israel? And I gave them this analysis because even Rufai himself have given analysis of how the zoo have been suffering as a result of our sit at home. If 21 million people would listen to your voice and stay at home and refuse to vote, a tithe of 21 million is 2.1 million.
Thank you so much, Pierre.
A
Good
tithe
evening.
of 21 million is 2.1
Please,
million.
I will speak with
Who is that,
Igbo
please?
language.
Who is that?
Please, I just want to thank you for your good work.
Who is this? Who is that? Please mute yourself now. A tithe of 21 million is 2.1 million. So that means the PM can readily produce 2.1 million people to represent Biafra anywhere. Talk less of 15,000, a paltry sum of 15,000, and they are making noise. They never see anything.
They don't even know the number of men we have in one camp. I was listening to that. I was just laughing. In Olu alone, just Olu alone, you don't know the number of Biafra Liberation Army there. Anyway, continue, please.
Thank you, my peer. Thank you, sir. Please, Truth View, let's hope the network will allow you this time. Please unmute yourself.
Good evening.
Remy,
my
Remy Juice. Is that Remy Juice?
yes, my brother. Good evening, sir. Good evening, my
Welcome,
PM,
welcome.
the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Eze Simon Ekpa. Hmm?
No.
Good evening. You are one momopo, that I can say. And what brought me here this evening is because of someone talking about, I have been listening, so I decided to come in. It's because of someone talking about the security in Biafra land and why the Nigerian army is not arresting those whom have been revealed that they are the people endangering the lives of the Biafra people. Instead, they are going after normal people, peace-loving people. I want to let people know what is happening in Biafra land is business empire, and that business, they are doing it with the blood of innocent people. How does this business work? You create a scenario whereby people feel that the lives of the people living in those areas are not safe. Then they use it to go to Abuja and tell them, give me money, let me go after these people. Give me money, let me go after these people. All these billionaires that you...
The network is fluctuating. I can imagine from where you are speaking from. Anyway, we will give the microphone to someone else and then remember your line of thought and continue when you are able to return. And please, God's plan. You have been interrupted. Let's see what you've got. Unmute yourself. God's plan.
So sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for interrupting. I don't want to interrupt anyone. So sorry. Please forgive. Forgive.
Go ahead.
Can
You
I
have
talk
1 minute,
now?
please. Go ahead. You have 1 minute, please. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. I don't. Good evening, PM. Good evening, so, PM. I just want to use the opportunity to thank you for your good work for what they are doing in our land. You are really a real man. You are a very, very real man. Thank you so much. You are doing a wonderful job. Very marvelous job. I've been looking for opportunity to talk to you, but there is no opportunity. But I want to use this little opportunity I have to thank you. You're very. I keep thanking you for from now till 1 million years. Yeah, man. But I just want to say something regarding this our Kanko Labai. No, na kisia. Here, let me anaghị akọvat ebe anyị ụzọ Enugu biko biko eji m aha Chukwu na-ayọ gị eji m aha Chukwu na-ayọ gị ọ nwere ka e ga-esi ese ndị a na-eme ihe ndị a ese ndị a to judgment day si eme ha sese ndị a to judgment day biko ọ na-enye m sleepless night ana m ehi ụra ebe na-eme ndị be anyị a na-akpụ ndụ ọrụ ndụ na-akpụ isi ala biko biko eji m aha Chukwu na-ayọ gị biko ọzọ ọ nwe ka ọ dị ihe owu ihe ndụ njọ rịrị ebe dịbe anyị nọ ebe very terrible not acceptable ndụ na-akpa isi ala ihe na-emere ụzọ Enugu biko eji m aha Chukwu na-arịọ ọnwụ ka e ga-esi wee stọpụ nwụọ ya asịa stọpụ ya biko biko thank you so much and keep continue for your good work. It's time for you. It's time for your back. Thank you so much for your good work. I just want to let me stop here for now,
Okay.
but thank you.
Biafra, Lord.
Something about the intimidation of villagers and their crops are being destroyed. Nobody is talking about it. When they complain, this same group of Efulefu that claim to be Igbo, when these people complain, they go against them. They go after them. Please, I submit my PM.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you very much. It is just a general knowledge and a general statement which we are going to sort out and solve with time. So we are on the process of, eradicating all those nonsense in Biafra land. Biafra have a lot of work to do, and the foundation has been laid from the government in exile. So by the time we have a transitional government, the whole thing we have, the whole foundation we have put in place in the government in exile will start full functionality. You see into full functionality in Biafra, United States of Biafra. So the foundation we have started already. And let me also remind everyone that as you can see, a lot of international and mainstream media are now talking about Biafra. It is the first time in the history of this whole Biafra thing. So every door has been broken, every key chain has been broken, and we are moving forward and making, making waves everywhere. Another, powerful media is on the way, and once the thing is ready, everybody we are capturing the entire in a global stage. So it is happening. This has never happened since after the war. It is happening today. So we are laying this foundation, making sure that the enemies that they are using. Let me tell you what is actually happening. What is actually happening? What's happening now is when you see these people coming on social media to talk, is for them to continue to create the impression that we are not one. That is all their job, nothing else. Because they know there is no amount of blackmail that will move me today. There is no amount of propaganda that will move me, never. Not just me. There is no amount of propaganda that will move this particular liberation phase we are into now. So when you see them talking, you think they don't know what they are doing. All they want to do is to create impression that we are not one, thinking that with that, those who wanted to support our freedom will not support it because they will say, oh, we are not one. So I just want to promise all of you that we are in the right track, and very soon, after the declaration, a lot of things will begin to take shape.
Thank you, my PM. Thank you. And the truth view, I'm sure you've gotten that. So, December 2nd is going to play a key role. Thank you very much, Martineke, for all you do. Thank you. But I will move. And who else? Whose hand is up there? Rage and Fury, please. Let us do it back. There's a lot of people here. Over 1,000 people are watching, and the hands are going up. Rage and Fury, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, my dear brother, Pastor Vavava. Thank you very much. Special greetings to my Prime Minister, his Prime Minister, Ekpa Simon. We love you so much. And to our great leader, Mansi Nadikan, who is paying the price for us right here in DSS Okiri, you understand? Please say with time, he will come out, you understand? Because one thing I know, say with time, Stamara will call the papa name, you understand? For all the shenanigans when Nigeria they do, I go see they let them know, say, the more they keep our leader there, the more that they cause Kasala give Nigeria, the more they keep our leader there, the more Nigeria they fall, you understand? So my name is Eze Owere. I'm a proud Isoko Biafran, you understand? Isoko land and Biafra, Urobolan and Biafra. You understand? If you data man, go verify. Say, wow, mama, they type this papa, you understand? Go when make her like that, you don't make mistake. You get? So if you want to call the what call the divide us into smaller pieces, so you go feed the con the wipe us out like they call the produce to us for comma, you know go happen. You understand? So before I go ask my question, my Prime Minister, we love what you do, and the name where we give you for it, okay? Like Badaguru, it means thunder. You understand? They thunder everywhere, they scatter everywhere. You understand? Now you be the man. I be the match for Nigeria. I will get person like you, your caliber. Me go just they call enter our community, they crystallize people in here. You don't go work now. Now you be their match, you understand? So now I made a deal with them. Respect to our gallant men, BDF, Biafra Resistance Fighter, Biafra Liberation Army. Well, in fact, people are not messing up this ganja with terrorists. You understand? They have killed us enough. Now I pay back time. Now we do so. So my small question when I want to ask, say, these are people where we say terrorist military come life for Okoma. We don't forget about them. Are be any plan there to avenge the death of these innocent children and women? Where we say military come life, whereby they know say the people when they get fracas with now, yeah, Bokaras, you understand? So now they kill themselves. After they know this truth, now they still come life our people. Is there any plan for vengeance? Second question be say, this Biafra Liberation Army, do we have their base in the old Delta state where I come from? You understand? Now the question when I want to ask you that, my Prime Minister, we love you. And on behalf of Isoko, I want to say, thank you. God bless you. God empower you.
Yes, first we have a very strong base in Isoko. And if you have followed some of our updates, you will know that most of the economic strangulation is happening in Isoko. Most of the economic strangulation, making sure that the delivery pipelines are cut off, is happening in Isoko as well. So we have a very strong presence in Isoko, so the Biafra Liberation Army, and the evidences are their pipeline that will make sure that our target is to make sure that we stop every oil delivery that they are using to purchase arms to come to Okoma community to kill, and Bayelsa and other places. So yes, the consequences of killing Okoma community is on. We don't make mouth. Our own is action based. When they went to that community to kill, the government of Biafra came immediately to condemn the killing. But we know that condemning the killing is not enough. So, and we warn there's going to be consequences. And after that, some of the Nigeria youth stomach infrastructure, they came to make a statement that they are not Biafra, blah, blah, blah. Of course, we understand even them themselves, probably they were peeing in their pant when they were making those press release. But they don't speak for the people of Okoma community. These are just the political motivated statements coming from few individuals. So we are not moved by that. But the consequences of burning Okoma community, believe me, when we say that the consequences are going to be grave, it is not going to happen overnight. It's something that comes gradually with time. We have been able to prove that. So when we start making statements today, the result of that statement will come maybe after 1 month, after 2 months. When you think we've forgotten, that's when we come. Just like we started shouting about the kidnapping checkpoints since last year. Every day, we keep warning people to stay away from checkpoints. Today, believe me, the time to run from checkpoint has come. There is no going back. So the consequences of killing our people is going to be very grave. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, my PM. Rage and Fury, I'm sure.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate the work you are doing.
All
God
right,
bless you, sir.
all right. Thank you very much. Okay, you got that and you are satisfied. Thank you very much. All right, we'll give the microphone to you, Chukwumeze. After Chukwumeze, Stella, be getting ready to grab the mic. Chukwumeze, please open your mic.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, my ministers. Greetings to all ministers in the house, and most especially, greeting to our most honorable Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. Thank you so much for what you're doing. Thank you for how you're leading us, and you're leading us with enough confidence, and we are marching to Biafra. So my question I want to say, this first one is just gonna be a thought. Don't you, my Prime Minister? Don't you think that the reason why OB is still out there gallivanting is because of the first contract he signed with the British government to try and stop us from participating in the election, even after they found that they did not succeed because of our efforts, and we continue to intensify our momentum. Do you think the reason why he's still out there gallivanting is because they are seeing that we Biafrans are not relenting and we are marching boldly and forward into Biafra? And my second question is, because from the whole, during this liberation struggle, it is always clear that whatever you say, or no, before you do anything, we always tell it to the zoo. And despite you saying it to the zoo, it still doesn't stop you from doing what you say we are going to do. And at the end of the day, whatever you say we're going to do always yield maximum result. So I want to know, what is the logic, as in what is the swagger behind you telling the zoo whatever that we are about to do, you first inform them? Is it a psychological warfare, or is it just a strategy that is meant to cripple them? Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, the freedom for Biafra is not a secret fight. It is a fight that we must do. In doing that, we must be able to create awareness of what we are doing, to prove to the world that indeed there is conflict, serious conflict in Nigeria. So the idea is to create awareness there is a conflict. Without conflict, nobody listens to you. And who is bringing the conflict? In Nigeria state, is the one bringing this conflict, and we're defending ourselves. So you don't defend yourself by telling stories. You defend yourself and make the world know you are defending yourself. So the idea is that as we continue to do this, we put it to our people, not just our people, to the entire world who care to listen, that indeed there is a problem. So when they overlook this problem, the problem will escalate until it becomes a discussion at the global level. So you cannot be hiding things that you are doing to liberate your people and expect people to help you, or expect any nation to get interest in it. So you must be able to be public. And that's where our own, this government of Biafra in exile is different, because we are not hiding anything. We are not a terrorist organization. We are not hiding anything. Our demand is very clear and known to everyone. The demand is the demand for freedom. So in as much as we're demanding for our freedom, we cannot fold our hand and see our people getting butchered and getting killed every day. So we defend ourselves. In addition to that, we delegitimize Nigeria. We want to make the entire world know that Nigeria has lost every legitimacy from the southeast and south-south today, the old eastern part of Nigeria. And that awareness, our actions, our defense will continue to create. So that's why, of course, in as much as a lot of people will say it's a psychological warfare, is part of it, is so that we are not fighting any secret thing. Everything is in the open. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my Prime Minister. And I also want to say thank you to you once again and all our military forces fighting. I can see the touch of your hand in my state, Olu State. We are so proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chukwumeze. Thank you so very much. All right, Stella, please unmute yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile and Chief of Defense Staff of Biafran Armed Forces. I salute you, sir. And the ministers in the house, good evening from here. I have, what do I call it? It's a question and a plea. Because I noticed that in old Enugu State and old Imo State, the Muslims will leave their mosque. Instead of praying inside their mosque, they will take their mat and throw on the main road. And they are causing menace in the streets of Biafra land. Sir, I want to ask you, can you begin to reconsider of putting Fridays to be a sit at home, sir, to avoid all this menace on our streets? Thank you, sir.
Your concern is noted. Thank you.
Thank you, Stella. Thank you. Your concern clearly noted. All right, right there, we need you to unmute yourself. Simon Ekpa Ikuku, the gentle breeze. Please unmute yourself.
Okay. Good evening, lovers of freedom, and good evening, my Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. My Prime Minister, talking about the power of your voice in the Southeast as in present time now, and during the election, we are made to know that during the election, 20 million of Biafran boycotted the election because of the power of your voice. And since then, your voice keeps getting stronger, louder, and powerful by the day. Why I try to take you back to the power of your voice is because of the recent killing in Uzodinma. We came to learn that most of the all the young men in that village were locked up by the jihadist government. Then they keep on pushing their foot soldiers to massacre our women and children as they have planned it. I want to beg you, no matter what we learned that those young men are still in their custody up till now. So I want to beg you, no matter what the condition may be, what the issue may be, for you to use the power of your voice to call for their release. Because if those young men are out there, the killings couldn't have been as like this. My Prime Minister, please, I want you to use the power of your voice to tell Janjaweed to release our young men so that they can be able to protect their mothers and their children and their family from the jihadist Fulani terrorists. Please, that is my suggestion or my question. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much. You know, the people you are talking about, are they part of us? Because as far as I know, those people that you see them arresting are those who feel that they are sabotaging and working for Nigeria. Or maybe some of them have interest or friends of politicians. So they will give information about Biafra Liberation Army activities. And then when those military come, all they are interested in doing is to capture somebody and to use that person or the people to show to the Janjaweed governor or illegitimate Mba that they are working. So, and then also, so they don't actually care whether the people they capture have anything to do with Biafra. Just that they see any young man. That's what, and this is what I'll be telling our people. So before you sabotage, who is making this noise, please? Before you sabotage, before you sabotage your own people, know that the enemy will never ever take you serious, because any day they come, you are one of us, whether you like it or not. That's what is happening. No single personnel of Biafra Liberation Army is captured as a result of what happened in Uzodinma. All the people that have been captured, if there is any, are people who have nothing, absolutely nothing to do with us. And most of them are those who give information to somebody, and the information is passed forward. They have that also one where a place where we witnessed the biggest sabotage of the Biafra Liberation Army. And each time we go there, we are not asking anybody to pay anything to anybody, to anyone. We send men there to defend them. It has been happening. But as you can see, the Igwe of that community is responsible, writing letter, calling me a terrorist, calling me a criminal, and today his people are being killed, and he has not called anybody terrorist. And of course, as you all know, we've dispatched the troop to, make sure that they engage the terrorists, which they did. And of course, once they do that, the military will come and take innocent people like they have done. Now, instead of taking the people who have come to kill them, they are the victim of the terrorists. They are also the victim of the terrorist state. And that is the thing that is going on. Nobody wants to pay attention to. I have heard you. We are fighting this thing from all fronts. And by the special grace of God, your request has been noted down. Thank you.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. May God continue to strengthen you and bless you. I'm blessing you by the day. And may God give us this Biafra just as we wish, that we will praise his holy name. Thank you, and thank you. Have a blessed evening.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. We'll move. Worry, sister, please unmute yourself and then bring your question. 60 seconds, please.
My Prime Minister, Obato Bie, Tiagbara the Otemuna Romuna. I salute you. Me, I won't use pidgin English to answer this question. I beg, if you like, answer the question. If you not like, no answer them, I'll go still understand. You see, I won't just ask you one question. From the beginning, me, I know say you be one person as Simon Ekpa Ujoku. But when our leader asks you ask our leader one question, then you can't tell and say you be 15 men. Then after you can't tell her like that, when you come pray that time when you're supposed to take over the space, you can't ask for 1,000 men. I beg, my Prime Minister, who are you? Is it that what I don't know is bigger than me, or you want answer me, sir? And may God bless you. Thank you for your good work. I end my mic. Thank you, sir.
Why is everybody so interested in
I don't know. Am I the only one that I cannot hear PM anymore? I don't know. Is it the...
I can hear him too. Me too.
Yes, can you hear me?
We can hear you,
yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, I really want to know what is going on in your mind. So, because a lot of people are asking this question, so let me ask you, what exactly is going on in your mind when you want to know? Why is everybody?
I'm asking you because I feel you are a spirit. I feel you are a spirit that recarnates, and you are like both sides of the world. Because you cannot ask for 50 men, and you say you are 50 men, and you are asking for wisdom of 1,000 men. So how does it work? How does the mathematics work? So if you are not in this part and that part, it's impossible. So I'm wondering, because you told that journalist that you are the good guy, and the journalist understood. He understands that you talk that word. But me, I know that you there for both words, sir. That make me dey ask you because they say you come this life with offer. I don't know what it be offer, but I know it's a good thing. That's why they talk about them. That make me they ask you. I don't know what is on other people's mind, but my own mind. Now I don't ask because I know you, but I don't know you well. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, your microphone is not clear.
We can't hear you.
Okay. Oh, can you hear me now? Sorry.
It's better, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay.
sir.
So I said I remain a mystery. So in due time, you will know me. Not now. Let us fight the enemy first. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Worry sister, you heard that. Thank you for your question, and we appreciate it. Please, Biafrans, you raise your hands, those of you in the room. We have only one hand raised. After this one hand raised, the other person raises the hand. I will clear the room and bring in fresh people. Thank you. Clara Deems, please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Pastor Van Van Va.
You're welcome.
Your Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, Your Excellency, Simon Ekpa Njoku, thank you for your good work. We are absolutely blessed to have you. We appreciate everything that you are doing for us. My question regards it's on communication. So we are, by the grace of God, going to have our satellite TV and the radio as well. And you know, and I know, and the whole of Biafrans know that Christopher Musa is obsessed. The Nigerian Zoo, jihadist military, they are obsessed about you taking over the airway and taking over the media. So they are putting in propaganda, and I believe they want to play very dirty. And that is the reason why they had the meeting. They had the meeting in Abia and about recruiting people solely just to fight Biafra and Simon Ekpa, to try and tarnish and damage and do all sorts of propaganda against our restoration. So the question now is that I know, we know you know what you're doing, and we support you, and we know. I know the military shouldn't be the one propagating propaganda everywhere, but it seems we are not in a democratic this thing in Nigeria anymore. It's as if it's the military that is ruling, because they are the one declaring people terrorists. They are the one doing, they go in there, they go to people's community and burn them down. Nobody is saying anything, and they say there's a democracy going on. So as Biafrans and the Biafran Republic government in exile and homeland, I know we are prepared. Are we? And all I'm trying to say is that the question now is, I hope the Biafran media is ready for this dirty battle the Nigerian military is about to play. Thank you.
I don't know if the PM want to respond to that, or should we go ahead?
I actually did not hear anything. I think it's a network.
Okay. PM did not hear that. Clarity, can you just summarize what you said? Because you said a lot of things, that's why it wasn't very clear. In 60 seconds, can you just make it simple for the PM to get what you're saying? Come back again, please.
So PM is regarding this media war, this propaganda that the Nigerian jihadist military is bringing on to tarnish your name and Biafra in order to do whatever they are doing.
Is he talking?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. She is talking. Can you not hear her?
No, I can't hear her at all.
Okay. Van, please. Van, it's a very important question. Can you try and explain to him? It's just about the propaganda.
Okay.
I cannot hear her, but I'm hearing you.
Okay.
Okay, I'll calm down. I'll calm down. But you can explain.
Okay, calm down and come back again. She's saying that, asking about the propaganda war that they are playing. She's asking if hope we are ready and our men, our people on ground are also ready to counter their propaganda war because it's going to intensify as the day goes by.
Which propaganda?
It's not yet very clear to me. Maybe when she comes back, she will make it clear.
Anything propaganda is something that we waited for. I told you people last time that the propaganda will increase because of the declaration that we have made very clear. Date of declaration has been made very clear. So you don't expect the enemy to keep quiet. So they have intensified the propaganda, and it is part of it. We are not going to be responding to most of the distraction, but we will respond to those we feel we need to respond to. So not everything we are going to respond to. And then not everything we are going to respond to on social media. Many of them will be responded through our actions and so on. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Clara James, I'm sure you got that answer from PM.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I expect the answer to be.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Karma is real. Please, 60 seconds, please.
All right. Thank you so much, Raphael, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, PM, for the opportunity to ask a question in your platform again. I want to thank you personally for, building a formidable media team that are fearless, that are very, very proud of you always. Every day, there are people.
Raphael, can you hear him? I'm not hearing him.
I think that means the network is on your side. I can hear him. So what do we do now? If you go down, it means.
So how come I'm hearing you but I'm not hearing him?
But did you hear Claire Dims? Claire Dims, can you say something? Claire Dims, unmute yourself. Let me see. If the PM hears you, that means Claire Dims.
Okay, I had to go. I had to come out of the space and then went back.
Yes, I hear this one.
Okay, then the fault is not from you, PM. It is from the camera. Camera is real. Please, you have to go down and come back again. I will bring you up, okay? Yeah. The PM is good because the problem from the candidates were clear when she left and came back. All right, we move. Freeman, Iko Tuonye, can you unmute yourself? Freeman, are you there?
Hello, good evening. Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, Pastor.
Good evening. PM, can you hear this one?
Hello, my Prime Minister. Yes, Prime Minister, can you hear me?
Iko Tuonye, make your mic very clear because it is noisy and it has to be clear. So use the microphone. Sorry, use your earpiece very well.
Okay.
So we can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm using mic now, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead. Make sure you switch off.
All right.
Make sure you switch off your device because we are listening to the program from somewhere there. You should have known how to use this thing
All right,
by now. You'll be going to school now.
Okay, I'm here, sir. Good evening, my Prime Minister, Itiagi Kondo. Good evening, my Prime Minister.
Greeting from here.
Good evening, Biafran government in Lagos.
Why are you having this challenge? Go ahead.
Yeah, I really don't have much question to ask you, sir, because we are following who knows the road, and we are needless to ask question because we believe in you, sir. Just that we are strongly believe in you, sir. I am really happy for the exposition you did this evening, especially about the Eze of Owere Ebeiri. Owere Ebeiri is just a stone. I have had this news. They have told me and told me about this news, but I was expecting
people to be saying it. I even expect GOS who claim that they are fighting for Biafrans to say something about this. Even I am expecting BBC Igbo. I am expecting Zoo media Gota journalists to say this thing. Even I am expecting people like Nosonka and other people to say that CCC that they kidnapped a king in Imo State Owerri.
This is getting to 1 week, sir. I got this news, but I am very happy, sir. This show that you are real Obatobie, you are the real Biafran leader, you are the real commander, you are the real truth. You are, in short, you are on truth, you are on point for bringing out this information, for asking Nigerians, for asking the journalists. What? Oh my God, sir. I don't have any question to ask you because I believe in you. My Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, Itagi Kondo, Obatobie. I rest my mic, sir. I rest my mic. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You don't be surprised. Why are they not talking about it? These are sycophants. These are criminals who, use every opportunity against Biafra to either seek for favor from the follow Fulani stooge. They are never genuine freedom fighters.
Yes, sir.
Any genuine freedom fighters doesn't hide any such crime of such magnitude. So, and also it will also surprise you that this same Eze is working hand in hand with the criminals of the IPOBNig.
As you said, it's how it is.
Last year, he invited Sapele. Sapele is their general commander in Anambra. The criminal called Sapele. Sapele is originally from Ebonyi State. So this man invited Sapele and he came to Imo State under the command of Hope Uzodinma with 6 other criminals. And of course, if we wanted to do something, we would have taken them that day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I will let them to go for
a reason. Yes, sir.
For a reason, yes. Want them to go because there are things that will happen. A lot of things will not
exactly, sir. Exactly. That is the excuse me, sir. That is the reason why I don't want to ask too much strong question, or even I don't want the Biafrans to be asking the question that you don't have to give us on air, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. And we pray that God will give you the wisdom of not 1,000. You asked for 1,000, but God will give you the whole wisdom of Biafrans. Sakari go. I respect you, sir.
Thank you.
No. It's like this one really entered.
Yes, sir. You really entered me. You really entered me. Too much. Thank you very much, sir. I use my mic.
I can see that your leg. I can see that your hip is going up and down as you are talking.
I swear. Thank you, sir. We will not the mic. Yeah.
Thank you.
Pastor Vam, bye.
Thank you very much. Please let us, Louis, I'm going to remove you because you don't know the ethics of this space. If you come into the room, you keep your mic muted. You don't open your mic until you are asked to open it. And when the PM is speaking, please, it is better you listen. That brings out the best in him for you because you don't know what next is coming. If you interrupt him, you might not get the sweetness of the answers he's going to give to you. Thank you very much. Kama is real. Please unmute yourself and bring your question. The PM is still here.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, PM. Thank you for the opportunity to also speak on your set again. PM, I want to thank you personally for building a wonderful media team that are very, very fearless and always standing in the gap. Every day, the media team will be on space, defending the Biafra and propagating the gospel. I call it the gospel of Biafra. I thank you because this is one of the things that lacked in 1967 up to 70. But this time around, you've made it possible that we can never lack in media anymore. Before their own media will even say a word, we have already exposed them everywhere, and they will be now, finding their ground to even say something. Thank you so much. Prime Minister, my question is just simple. Just like your eyes are on Hope Uzodinma, because I realize that what they've done, the governors have said to your tent, oh Israel, everybody is now working on their own, and some of them are keeping it secret. I listened to the Soludo saying that if they see any Okada or Keke on Monday, because they are the one reporting, what is going on Monday, that they will arrest the Okada and all that. And then the Enugu man is secretly going to the village, asking them that you must come to work. I hope that your ego eyes are on all of them, not just only Hope Uzodinma, but all of them, so that you will keep exposing them until we get to our destination. Thank you. That's just my question, sir.
Thank you very much. Of course, our eyes is everywhere, and the one eye continue to cover the entire Biafra land, as you know how powerful one eye is, for those who understand the things of the spirit. So we are monitoring them 24/7, and so we are not distracted at all. And anytime we are quiet like this, like we have been quiet for a while, believe me, when we come out, the entire zoo will shake. So we are monitoring them. There is no cause for alarm. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. Thank you very much, brother, for bringing up that question. All right, the hands are not going up. If your hands are not up, that means you are just good at listening. You don't want to ask any question. All right, please grab the mic. Immaculate Eze, grab the mic, please.
Thank you. Good evening, my beautiful PM. I greet you, Pastor Van Van Van, Ugo, and all the rest brethren that are here. This is my first time of talking to our PM, even right from the time they've not kidnapped Mazen and the kind I'm following him. During his birthday, there was a song I prepared, but necessity carries me far away. I could not make it. I don't know whether he will allow me to sing the song before I ask my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and sing the song. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. And the song goes like this. Happy birthday to you. Peace ever laughter today. You're morally sound. Happy birthday to you. Peace ever laughter today. You're morally sound. Our PM Eze Simon, I wish you happy birthday. May God be with you forever. Happy birthday to you. We ever laughter today. You're morally sound. Happy birthday to you. Peace ever laughter today. You're morally sound. Our PM Eze Simon, you will live and fulfill your destiny. May God be with you forever. Happy birthday to you. Peace ever laughter today. You're morally sound. Happy birthday to you. Peace ever laughter today. You're morally sound.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring your question, please.
Yes. So my question, There was a word in the Bible that in the book of Isaiah 49:26. He said, "One witches and wizard has gathered to eat up our flesh or drink up our blood. He, the Lord, will cause them to begin to eat their own flesh and drink their own blood till they die." And this is Eze of 18. I'm not rejoicing. Bible says we should not rejoice when our enemy is being punished. But I just want to know of importance. Why the importance he can show to the world, why we are talking about this Eze that is against Biafrans, that join Hope Uzodinma in doing many bad things. And now the thing has come to him. So I want to know the importance of why, we do other things than noticing that man, because whosoever digged the pit must fall inside that pit. That's my own question.
That's an observation.
I don't understand the question.
Okay, I said yes. Initially, this man was against us, against the Biafrans, and he collided with Hope Uzodinma. It's the 5 and 6 of Hope Uzodinma. Now they've been putting people in prison, kidnapping people. Now he has reached his turn. So why are we not happy because for him to be in that prison? That's what I'm saying. And why are we notifying people that that chief has been put to kidnap and put to prison?
The chief was not kidnapped. The chief is a kidnapper.
Chief is a kidnapper.
That is why we are notifying every Biafran that when they come to the social media to shout Simon Ekpa is a criminal, Simon Ekpa is a kidnapper, this and that, they are the one doing the kidnapping. And so the question here is, why are they not reporting that a whole chief, a whole Eze of a community has been taken to Abuja for kidnapping, for a high-profile kidnapping? And this Eze is a very close and right-hand man of Hope Uzodinma. And Hope is using him. So actually, when this Eze is arrested, it means that Hope should be arrested, because the man can never act without Hope order. So the kidnapping of whoever that was kidnapped that led to his arrest and taken to Abuja, Hope should be the #1 person, because he can never, go into that kidnapping without Hope. And we are making it very clear that this is not the only kidnapping they have done, that I am exposing them, that I am aware that this particular chief is the middleman between Hope Uzodinma and the IPOB criminal Nigeria. Because this man was the one who handed money and some weapon to the commander of this IPOB Nigeria criminals called Sapele. And that day they came, we monitored them when they came, and this Eze handed something to them. So, and the reason why we did not act, allow them to go, is for a reason, for a bigger thing ahead. Because if we have stopped them that day, many things will still be hidden. And that was the reason we allowed them to come to that journey and go freely. Because the day we will capture them is still coming. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And another thing I want to say, like, for them not to be saying things, they have seen that, yes, Biafra has defeated them, and they are ashamed. That's why they are keeping mute. So that's the way I see it.
Yeah, yes, of course, that is the fact. But we are not going to stop because they keep mute. Yeah. Everything we are doing now is being documented, and because we know where we are going to use it. Yes. So that's why even if they keep quiet, we are not going to keep quiet.
Yeah.
We make this particular thing public, and that's exactly what we are doing now. So when the time comes, we are going to make references to this particular exposition we made today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Immaculate. And you need to understand very well also, Immaculate, that the fact that they are keeping quiet vindicates us and shows you that everything we have said about them is true. So they are not also speaking because when they speak, they are shooting them, they'll be shooting themselves on the leg because they cannot speak because speaking up means that Hope Uzodinma is also exposed to being a kidnapper also. And everybody that works with Hope Uzodinma, including all the Chinas and Woru and all the IPOB Nigeria, they are all working together. So they are not speaking now simply because they are all kidnappers. They should all be behind bars. That is the point. So we are not forcing them to speak because we know they will not speak. And the more they are not speaking, the more that everybody has known now that we are the ones that are the good guys and they are the criminals. Biafrans are aware. Thank you very much. And then the last person who's had the all prayer is Biafra Sisu Warrior Queen. Go ahead, Biafra Warrior. Unmute yourself.
Good evening, everybody from my location. My Honorable Prime Minister, the Odogun one of Biafra, Obatobi, the savior of my time, the one that God sent to come and save me from the hand of our enemy, from the Janjaweed. May God Almighty continue to bless you. As I will always pray, as God don't give your enemy rotty animal to the court, and they go continue to the court the rotty animal, they will never see chance to they will never see you. They not get chance to scratch their body. Talk, let's say now you they will find. Because who they caught rotty animal, not they see chance to scratch your body. No vame, no keke, I mean boy tolegbe. That is just it. And another thing I want to say, for people that are saying for our Prime Minister security, Nigeria, if they can catch their shadow, you don't see person where if you catch the shadow. I never see her. It's not in the history of a human being. If Nigeria can catch their shadow, then they will now be preparing say that they go even see our Prime Minister talk. Let's say they will feel catch them. They're not rich. They're not born their way. So thank you, our Prime Minister, for all you are doing for us. May God continue to bless you. And for the Janjaweed, the enablers, they will may they start to continue to work together as they work together. But even those ones that are even free after the rest, because all of my plan is after the restoration of Biafra, all the useless things that they see now, do now me I know they see them. After the restoration of Biafra, the prison where we go build, that prison, that who go there now, those criminals, somebody like Obi, after the restoration of Biafra, if Obi carry a leg come Biafra land, he's going to be arrested. Now he go there that prison. Not be me and you go there that prison. They are the one. So may we just forget about all those criminals and let us concentrate. And let us remember that voting is still going on. We are still voting. So my brothers and sisters, continue telling people as they are coming daily, continue to tell them, once you vote, go and tell who never votes. So let the word go forward. Let everybody know. And let us continue voting. Thank you very much. And God bless you.
Thank you, Biafra Warrior Queen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, Mary Peckham, please grab the microphone. The PMC here.
Okay, thank you very much. Vam Vam Vam. Good evening, Abongete Itiare Kondo. Good evening, our PM, the dragon. Oh my God, I'm so happy to talk to you.
Good evening. Good evening.
I'm so happy to talk to you this evening. Yes, I don't have any question. No, I don't have any question anytime because my own, you will answer the question I've asked. You will answer what I know. Continue flog them left, right, front and straight. Anywhere you can deal. Open your fire all the time. We don't have time to wait at all. That is my own. And another one, I want to ask for waiting my sister Stella said. That Friday, please, PM, you said you want to think about it. Think about it very well. We should add our Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, and to the day of him. Because that day of that Friday, waiting then they bend down. So if we don't know anything, we can use pig. Think about it. Them, they don't eat pig. They are scared of pig. We can use pig as Friday. Spray all the way, then they bend down. We don't know what they are doing. They will run. If they see the pig, I don't think they will run. They will stand here.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we are not here to plan on how to carry on our agitation or how to continue the liberation. We know exactly what we are doing. What we are discussing here today is those behind the kidnapping and criminal activities in Biafra land. So let us focus on that and not about how to put it at home or what to do on Fridays and all that. So we are not here to strategize or plan what to do. We know what to do. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't have any question. I only just want to put that in. Thank you. So thank you very, very much. Continue to deal with Sioux government and Nigerian Britain because they are the agents. They are the agents. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much,
Thank you for
Mary.
your good work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mary. Thank you. All right, we'll continue. You heard the PM. Please, if you can focus on the topic of these kidnappers and how we are defeating them and they are keeping quiet. Please go ahead and ask your question based on that. I don't know how to mention this your name, but you raise your hand. UDTE. How do you mention this name? Please go ahead and grab the mic.
All right, thank you so much, Pastor Van Van Van.
Can you use a better name that people can easily read? Can you please put Biafra?
This is UD test
Go ahead,
for Emirates.
please.
So thank you so much, Pastor Van Van Van, and greetings to all Biafrans. Special greetings to my able Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. This is my first time on speaking with you online, even though I've been following you for a very long time. It's a very great privilege to speak with you tonight. Ogun awo anụ a na-agba egbe ya na-ata ahịhịa. Then ndị na-agba ya dị egbe na-asị na onye a na-agbakwa n'egbe ya na-ata ahịhịa ka ihe wụ problem ya. Agbarakwa egbe na-abịa ma na-ekwu ka na-ekwu ya agbawazi egwu. A sị na nwaanyị onye a ji na-agbazi egwu a na-agba egbe ya na-agbazi egwu arutezie nso ka a bịa nwụrụzie na ndụ ya wee gbozie ha ọkụ n'ọnụ ọkụ wee nwụrụ ha n'ahụ ọsọ wee taa. The only thing I want to say tonight is that I felt within my spirit because what you exposed tonight is actually what it is. Our enemies, all the enemies of Biafra right now, if you are in the spirit, you will discover all of them are heading towards the Red Sea. They are heading towards the Red Sea. And you are the one that God have chosen to cross us over through that Red Sea. And it is a divine mandate. So we are not afraid about what the enemies are doing right now. Since you declared this year that this December that Biafra is going to be restored, all hell was let loose. So all the whole propagandas we are seeing today, we are not supposed to be afraid of them because that is what mandated to be happen. But God has given you a divine power and you have the key, you have the mandate to do it and you're not afraid. So I'm very, very proud of you and Biafrans are very, very proud of you. The love that we have for our supreme leader, we have it for you 2 times. Every Biafrans all over the world, thank God that God have given us a very powerful media warriors. Biafran government in exile, the most powerful media warriors all over the world. We are everywhere. We are everywhere to debunk all their lies, debunk all their propagandas anytime, and nobody is sleeping. And we are not agreeing for anybody. This year is our year of restoration. It has been written. After this December, every enemies of Biafra, you will see them no more. That is one strong feeling that I have. And I continue to pray to God, God that I have appointed you for this divine mandate. He will continue to strengthen you. He will continue to give you that 1,000 men wisdom that you ask, which I've God have already given unto you. The fire will keep on burning in you. The fire keep on burning to all your executive, all the media warriors, and everyone that are standing for truth. Because our Supreme Leader says that there is only four point cardinal point to know the true Biafrans. They are fearless in front of their enemies. They believe in justice and equity. They believe in protecting one another. And all these qualities, our PM, you have them all, and even extra. That's the little I want to say tonight. May God continue to bless you. May God continue to strengthen you. May God continue to be with you, and to each of every one of us all over the world that are Biafrans, that are contributing one way or the other, in words and in kind, in every way, to make sure that this restoration is being activated. So I yield my mark. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, our PM. Please, if I bring you in and you don't raise your hand, even if you are staying in the room for 10 minutes, somebody comes in and raises the hand, we'll call the person. So learn to raise your hand. Helen, please grab the mic. You have 60 seconds. Helen Peters. Helen Peters seems not to be around our microphone. Please, Chris Eriwa, unmute yourself and come with your question.
Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening, all the ministers in the house.
Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris. I'm from Alanso State in Biafra land. I'm very happy to speak to you, my Prime Minister. Actually, today is my first day to talk to you. My question is, I want to ask, like in my place, in my village, Enugu Ezike, all these Bubago, they are there. They are there killing innocent people for nothing. I think last 3 days now, they killed one guy in Enugu Ezike. My Prime Minister, I want to ask if there is anything to do to chase these people out in Enugu Ezike. They are killing people in Enugu Ezike, and nobody is talking about it. Nobody is doing anything. Please, my Prime Minister, if there is anything to do to chase these people, thank you.
Thank you very much. The biggest challenge in Enugu is Sabu, but we are working on it.
Yes, you've heard that. So don't think that nobody is talking about it. I don't know how you people get the, idea that nobody is talking about it or nobody said about it. There is nothing that is happening there that the PM does not know. And just like you heard now, the problem and the biggest challenge they have is Sabo. So it means that everything about them is well known by this government. So, and we are up to the game. So please put your eyes open and put your ears on the ground. We are going to defeat everything in that place. Thank you very much. All right, Chris.
Thank you.
Bui, grab the mic, please, and 60 seconds. Ask questions relevant to what is being discussed or a very challenging question that the PM would answer. Chris, over to you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Pastor Van Van Van, I hail you. My PM, may God bless you. I don't know this question if anyway, but I must ask. We saw last time the declaration of Duduwa, and they mentioned 55 nations in Africa. How manage? I know we are ahead of them, but how manage can we say they are moving forward, or can we say they are truth? Because I was not expecting the woman who declared the nation. I was expecting Sunday Boho or the man we know before. I was surprised to see that. And when our leader was with us, I know we have something with them before, a kind of in connection or that kind of thing, doing things together. How manage they declare before us? That is number one. And number two, I want to encourage you more, our PM, to continue what you are doing, no matter what, no matter any challenges. we must continue and keep it up. So I hear my mic here.
Thank you. So it was a competition. It's not competition. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know if you want to respond to that. All right, the PM is
You should have asked why Israel got independent before you.
a competition. Yeah, but decline. Are you there? So it's not competition, okay? I'm going to declare first. We have our template. We have a date. You are not focusing on our date for declaration. You are asking who declared first and who declared later. So how prepared are you for the date we have already? That should be your concern, not who declared first or the person that was supposed to have declared it. What you concern them. What you face your own and let it count for you. Thank you. Who is Khalid? Unmute yourself, please. Which Khalid? I cannot hear you. If you are talking, I cannot hear you.
Can you hear me?
All right, go ahead. Please, 60 seconds, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Our Prime Minister, I'm Charejo, concerning enwere moto agbara egbe iposturu na Twitter idere no mere na Biafra land. Why some people regard the Hassan Omer na Syria and I heard the news no mere na Syria. Ke ihe nwere ikwu maka ya ahịa m chọrọ ịjụ moto ahụ ise ndịra agbakashiri egbe so mere na Biafra land. Why o mere na Syria? Ke ihe nwere ikwu maka datin?
Ị nwere ike ịgwa m ebe ndel no mere na Biafra land?
Isi enwe ihe idere na
gogodi handle.
Aga m echetelizi ihe idere, but idere na when they come to Biafra land, they receive it.
Post onye na-ebe akwa na sweat ebe nọ na class na exam. Sige na ndị na-solve Simon Ekpa mathematics. Have you shared it to say that Simon Ekpa shared this picture as somebody na solve Simon Ekpa, now looking for solution for Simon Ekpa in a class? How many of you have shared it and asked question? Why did you post somebody crying or somebody that is sweating in the class writing exam as somebody who was trying to solve Simon Ekpa?
BM, don't waste time on this person. Look at his name, Khalid.
No, it is good.
Let's have question, Julia.
So can you answer me? Oh, no, here.
I know, man.
Okay, you have the mic.
I want to hear you more. Is it
Angel post a picture of somebody na sweat eating na class in an exam. Where say trying to solve who is Simon Ekpa. How many times have you shared that? Oh, Simon Ekpa post to somebody on a sweat. Now exam how to solve from Simon Ekpa. How many times he post to you?
A post in my our Prime Minister. So some certain things.
Can you answer
some certain things in a question because he post no na Biafra land.
Not so important. Can you read what I posted? So why important? We there. If you here, you do the adjunct. So important. Prime Minister was post. If you are here, you cannot say it. So go there. Join on my page now. Me pay it here now. And go me because.
Okay, come go on.
I get checking now. Okay, go ahead.
What's inside a check? My Prime Minister. You can check.
I'm not sure. Come to Tanya. I post in a post every na.
Chonia post ya na the comment section. Go.
Okay, go.
It's when the terrorists, Nigeria army meet Biafra resistance fighters. Oh, he did it.
So Kedeben Sogina. Now this is the
Person this happen. They go through in a Kawan home in Biafra land. When the terrorist Nigeria may meet Biafra resistance fighter. On Hoputara, I won't pass nigga there, he can put you like this. It happens Biafra land before Madam may understand.
Meron the jog several times. Picture in the post. Get Monty, picture in the post. Eba Kwarmado on Azayaza. He went to fight Simon Ekpa or money analog. Struggle. Most of you are so illiterate that you don't know what is psychological warfare. So Ngwage, that this picture now is when Nigeria army fight Biafra liberation. It means that it is a metaphorical that this is the way it looks.
Yeah.
Does not actually mean that particular picture happened in Biafra land. The same thing, I would take a battle bomb, for example, either in Iraq or anywhere. He post it. You see, this is exactly how it will happen when we go to Obinze. Does that mean that place is Obinze? Most of you have been in the struggle for Biafra for years. You don't know anything about struggle. You don't know anything about freedom fighting. You don't know nothing. The same Munu, they think a few years ago. They are killing us. Oh, we need gun. We need bullet. We need airware. We need AK-47. Yeah. Now, AK-47 is here. Now, gun is here. Now, bullet is here. The same you and your group is shouting, Simon Ekpa is killing army, is killing soldier, is killing this. And we kept quiet. Do you know why? Because we know exactly what you people are doing. Because what you want us to do is to start analyzing Onyendu's video, to start analyzing Onyendu's broadcast, to start bringing old Onyendu broadcast in order to try to prove you wrong, and then thereby implicating him. That's exactly what some of you are doing. But we ignored it because you all are fools and criminals. You come here.
Matter of fools. Propaganda.
I am telling you, it is part of the war. Propaganda is part of the war. Propaganda is part of the struggle. Okay, if you cannot do propaganda, then you leave the hell out of the struggle. You are not part of it. It is a propaganda is part of the war anywhere in the world. In the history of freedom fighting, you use propaganda whenever you see that propaganda suits whatever you people are doing, and that's exactly what we have done, and we are doing it, and we'll continue to do it.
No, I can. Okay. Thank you, Pierre. Thank you very much. So don't mind them. They are just, if we can see, but my prime minister, everything that is happening in the in Biafra resistance fight with the Biafra resistance fighters and the Zoo army, all the water, you won't say anything about it. But when a metaphoric picture,
they are not seeing that one. They are not seeing that one. They are not seeing when the water happen. We post it. They don't see it. It is when I post something else, they will see them sharing it. They don't know that the reason of sharing it is to wake them up. Because some of them, whenever I notice that there is nothing, they are not talking about it, I post them. Every time you see them, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that, I need to do that in order to continue, for them to continue to shout Simon Ekpa. You know, in December, after December, when we immediately will enter January, they say, okay, the war have ended. Nobody will be talking about Simon Ekpa again. I waited for them for January. It was like, it is true. And we're not talking about me. How will I survive when they don't talk about me? So I waited until February. Immediately February come, I see that these people were not talking about me. So I made a post. And in that post, if everybody can remember, I said, this year, remember to always talk about Simon Ekpa. If you do not talk about Simon Ekpa, I will make you talk about Simon Ekpa. And that's exactly what Onyendu have preached many years. If nothing is happening, I will do something unless something starts happening. If there is no problem, I will cause problems so you talk about me. That's exactly what I'm doing. So, and the people of Biafra understand very, very well. When you see where somebody is beaten to stupor and his face is swelling up, we will post it and say, oh, you go and find Simon Ekpa. They have not posted it to South Africa.
How dare we not know? You think that you are the only one who knows the information about something that happened in Syria? Or you think that you're the only one who have access to the picture? We post something that happened in Biafra land, you don't comment about it. We post the water, how we disseminate the enemy, decimate them, destroy their kidnapping checkpoint. You don't talk about it. The thing you talk is that, oh, they are killing military, they are killing army, they are doing this one, but you were the one shouting a few years ago, we need gun, we need bullet, we need AK-47. Uche Mefo and his group sent many of you to early death. Nobody were there to defend you. You were being killed like chicken in the street of Biafra land. They massacred you in Aba, massacred you in Mpo, massacred you in Enugu, massacred you in Imo State. All part of Biafra land were littered with the blood of the people you were shouting Biafra with. Nobody were there to defend you. Today, we are defending ourselves. And then, when the propaganda come to make the enemy shiver, many of you who have done worse thing in the Biafra struggle will be there sharing Simon Ekpa. Oh, it happened in Syria. You even went and as far as digging information that of what happened in Syria to defend Nigeria. And you are there for many years shouting Biafra. Look at what we have done today. For many years you are shouting IPOB. You never have one gun. You don't have AK-47. It was then gun that you people were using, hunting gun to shoot cow, in the forest. They will say, oh, well, you didn't even have gun until 2021. Thank God. We came on board, provided sophisticated weapon. Within 1 year, we resisted the battalion of Nigerian army, decimated 30 armored tank. Every one of you, why are you not talking about that? If you are not staying where this war is happening, you call people who are staying there to tell you what is going on. Thank you.
Thank you, my PM. Thank you, sir. Mazugo, you were about to say something. Please go ahead and make that permission.
No. It is about the fool. By the way, his name is Khalid Funani name, and he has never seen anything wrong about what this Nigerian media is posting and saying and analyzing about Biafrans every day. He has not seen the video today trending how a Funani man employed by the Hope Uzodinma and the Shina Sanworu with their IPOB Nigeria were killing innocent citizens, innocent Biafrans. He will not see them. He's looking for faults. He's looking for faults. Look at what a fool come here on the space just to ask. The motor Aburana Nigeria, Aburana Biafra land. Fools.
Oh, picture moto. And when I just Ajuju, for the picture, I'm not going to you have to go for you to know that his interest is just to come and distract and ask irrelevant questions. Biafra must be free. Enjoy Okokundem of Biafra. Does he know who Okokundem is? Propaganda na Biafra na war. This one is even metaphoric picture, but no, Uche because sewage rights.
Metaphoric.
Thank you, Mazugo. And we'll give the next person microphone. We don't know how long the PM will stay again, but let's see who else is raising his hand. Mazi Frank Ebus, please grab the microphone. 60 seconds, please. Bring your question.
Hello, good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, sir. My Prime Minister and his cabinet. I'm very delighted to speak to you people this night. Please don't mind those people who are very unfortunate. They finally fall in love with the Nigerian authority, the Nigerian army, and Nigerian police. All the Nigerian authorities that are killing our people. Unfortunately, all of them are in love with them right now. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. My question right now is this meeting that the Nigerian army had was it last week or is it this week? And they came out and they said something about media and how to use the media in the southeast. To me, I don't think that is the only thing they discussed. You understand? So I don't know how people sense that information so far. I think people have to deal with that information extensively concerning how whatever they discuss so far. You understand? Because whatever they discuss, they have discussed extensively on the destruction of our own people. and they came out and talked about how they will use media, how to synthesize media in the environment. You understand? That word media is just a camouflage of the destruction they have planned against our own people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, well, of course, we understand that it is not about the media alone, but that's a good thing because, we are giving them this task to be running up and down. So they are running up and down looking for what they can do to subdue the liberation of Biafra. So they think that it is time to, recruit other media erat. And you will not be surprised that at the same time they are calling for the media, the same time the propaganda have increased on social media. You understand? But one good thing about this Biafra thing that a lot of them who have been in this struggle for many years don't understand is that the more negative you talk about those doing it the right way, the more you are also canvassing and winning so for the Biafra struggle. Everybody knows who is fighting for Biafra now. It does not matter. So those people that have access to media that are fighting the Biafra government are actually creating awareness. And that's just the fact. So the more, and that is the reason why we have to always do something every once in a while for them to talk about. Because the more they talk, the more they create the awareness, the more people hate them. That is what they don't, the secret they don't know. The more Biafra hate them, the more they expose themselves. So I have to always do something that will make them talk about me. So if you watch now, you see that this particular game, I've actually played it very, very well. That every day from week to week, there is Simon Ekpa. And some of them are doing broadcast 3 times a day. In the morning, Simon Ekpa. In the evening, Simon Ekpa. In the night, Simon Ekpa. Every day, from week to week. So how would you, not make people love me? And they have done this for past 3 years. Instead of positive, it is always negative. And they will never stop because I can never allow them to stop. I know how to pinch them. So whenever they feel like, they want to stop, I feel threatened. I am telling you the fact. When they stop, when they feel like if I see that is calm in social media, I feel threatened and disturbed. I'm telling you the fact. And that was why throughout January, I was not feeling okay when I see that everywhere was calm. So I need to increase the most of those posts that are bringing them out. So if you watch now, you find out that these days I've actually started tweeting like never before, and most of the tweet is a tweet that will bring them out. So these days you find out that all of them are on social media, all of them, including those who are hiding. Now, it is a game. You must understand how to deal with your enemy. And even as I'm exposing it now and saying the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, they are not going to stop. If they stop, I will post something. I will post until all of, and once they come out, they're never going back. So this one you see now, even if they will call them, say, oh, don't, just leave that boy, let us continue. They will never, because my post is like a drug. In Africa in those days, there are women, married women that have bad mouth, especially when you have couple that are abusing their wife, physically. They abuse their wife physically, and then all of a sudden they want to change. They will say, "Oh, I've been abusing my wife. It is time for me to change." Once because they are already used to the abuse of the wife, and because some of them, their wife mouth is very, very bad. So sometimes they will try to endure. They will say, I will never. They will go to the chief of the village and say, you have to pity your wife. Why is it every time you pity your wife? If you pity your wife again, we're going to do this and do that. And then they will they will go back home, and then for a few days, the woman will be running her mouth, blah, blah, blah. The man will endure and endure and endure. And then the woman, and there is a time the woman will run the mouth again. The man will never endure that. Oh, another abuse will happen. And then after that, the man will still regret. So it is something that I know how to play the game very well. And they can never, ever stay without talking. If they do it, I will post something. I will post something that will make all of them to come and start shouting. That is the way. Because without, what it means is that they are broadcasting for us, and the media team of the government is also working. So we control the entire media team. That is what is happening. We control both the enemy media team and the Biafra government in exile media team. I am telling you the fact. We control everybody. And that is what they will never ever understand. Because the more they talk about us, the more we are using the platform. So what I'm doing is using their platform by proxy. It is called proxy. Using their platform by proxy. So for the fact that they are talking about me every day, every night, my brother, it is what I enjoy the most, because it is creating awareness. Even to the people that love them, they are getting tired of listening about me on their platform. Go there and watch them. It is only 20 person, 27. The highest they can get are 200 people watching. And if you see 200, I am one of them. And if I can be one of them, many of you are part of it. So nobody is watching them. It's only when we want, we will cut the video and share. And let me tell you, the reason I'm sharing the video, you know that since last year, I did not share any of their video. I didn't. But I started sharing their video from January or February, because I noticed that they stopped talking about me, and so I couldn't stand it. So what did I do? I began to cut their video to post on my so they didn't keep it quiet. I had to cut their video, and I started cutting the criminal, the smelling he goat. Started talking about Ifa Nyoba and all that. I cut the video to share, and that actually brought them out. So many of them started dressing, wearing suits that I'm going to also put their video. And I post the other video of the MP in Germany. And of course, if you see where he was bragging, I know they are going to cut my video. I know when they cut my video, the good thing is that the leadership knows what I'm talking about. So I give them job. So everybody should be just follow and listen to whenever they're making that blunder, and whenever they make the blunder, cut it and send. Because whenever they open their mouth, they expose themselves, and we must follow them bumper to bumper to make sure that they are broadcasting for us, and the Biafra government in exile media team broadcasting for the government. So we are using the both media. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, my PM. Thank you so much, sir. And the most interesting thing, sir, is that, when you are not posting about them, you are busy, causing havoc in the zoo. And even now that you are exposing, giving them the reason why you are posting, and you know that they will not stop attacking you, because when they are not attacking you, you are causing havoc, and the havoc we are causing in the zoo is making them uncomfortable because they don't like it. So because of that, they will definitely come back, because they don't have anything to do. They are not fighting the zoo. They are not fighting the enemy. All they can do is to come and fight those that are fighting the zoo. That is why they will always come out to talk about us, because when they are not talking about us, we are defeating the zoo. And why we put that propaganda out there to draw them out, they talk, and we are still busy conquering. In every way, it is win-win for us. Thank you so much, Pierre.
Yes, and that is why, this the liberation of Biafra is in a divine phase now, because
Yes,
everything we are doing, we are telling you. Just like I'm telling them now, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. It's the same way I'm telling Nigeria what we are going to do, how we are going to get Biafra, and it is happening. Everything I have said, I do it. Everything I said before we do it, I will tell you what we are going to do and the reason for doing it. Okay. In the same way, and there is nothing you can do to stop it, because this is a template. It is not a tumbum or lotto. We are not playing lotto. We have template. So I tell you what I'm going to do. You can never ever stop it. The same way I'm telling them why I'm doing what I'm doing, and the reason I'm using their platform to promote Biafra government, because there is nothing like in the media like negative publicity. You understand me? That's what, because these people are not educated. In media, there is nothing ever like negative publicity, because the truth is always somewhere. So when somebody is using a negative publicity, you already have the truth somewhere. So what the people who are listening to the negative publicity do is to go and find more information about what this person is talking about. And the information, the real information and the truth is somewhere out there. The people will find it out themselves. Okay? And that's what they don't know. So there is nothing like negative publicity. And I will continue to use their platform. Thank you.
Thank you, Sabbath PM. Wow, this is wonderful. And now there are so many hands up, sir. How many hands should we take more, sir? How long do we have, sir?
1 moment. I have 7 minutes.
Okay, 7 minutes exactly. That's exactly 22:37 my time. We're going to round it up. And now quickly, please, Helen, do you have a network now? Unmute yourself and let's see. Helen Peters, are you there? Ooh, that happened again. You are not picking the mic again. All right, Mary Tekamp, is it a question this time? Bring it on, please.
Thank you, Vam. Thank you, sir. Oh, Abongete, Itiare Kondo. I don't have any question for the kidnapping, for the
You
Sioux
have come back
government.
again. You say you don't have question. Don't worry. Let us take those that have question, please.
Hello, can you
Let
hear
us take those
me?
that have question, Mary. Okay. All right.
Can you hear me?
Helen, this is always happening to you. When I call you, you are not there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead. Mary, let us mute you. You don't have question. All right, go ahead, Helen. We can hear you now. Go ahead. No, the network has kicked her out completely. All right, we have 2 more hands up. World greatest, please go ahead and ask your question, please.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Ugo. Thank you, Prime Minister. We're very proud of you for the work you do. My question to you is just to piggyback on what one of our sisters asked. There is an article that came up that Nigeria Army called all the Southeast journalists for training. So I think what she was trying to ask is, what is your warning to all those journalists that attended that training and those house media? Thank you.
Yeah, did you get that?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. You know, in a liberation movement like this, our action is always against armed carrying government terrorist agent. Every other thing is under the carpet. Thank you.
Helen, let's see if the network will let you now. Can you speak? Unmute yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Hallelujah. Hey, thank you. Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, my PM. God bless you. We say we love you. May God continue to strengthen and empower you. I am not here to ask you questions because I believe so much on you. Right from the very day you started from counting 500, let us go, I was there with you. So I believe so much on you. But I want to send message to the zoo and the DOS criminals. Can you hear me, guys? I don't know if
Please
I
go
need to
ahead. You
repeat
have
that
60
again.
seconds. Exactly 60
Yes.
seconds.
So I
Because
want
we
to
have a short
remind
time.
them of your brokers that you told them that anything they do, God is going to expose them. So far your hands are clean in this struggle, God is going to expose them. And your God is really exposing them. This is just the start. The zoo will continue to be hiding whatsoever they are hiding. Decided to kill and crumble the zoo to the ground just for the sake of the restoration of Biafra. We don't care. We continue. But they should remember that whatsoever they do, God will surely expose them. And God is exposing the zoo. Thank you very much. I yield my mind. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And that was timely. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right. We have the last hand up here. Except another person raises the hand because we still have 3 minutes. Please, 1 minute, God's child. Use this 1 minute and quickly ask a question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister in the Biafran Republic government in exile government in exile. Thank you very much, Pastor Vam, because your face show any person who shows his face in this struggle, he has automatically earned my respect and honor and everything. You have earned it. Whether you sinned in the past or did anything or wrong, everything you are doing now is right. So, my honorable Prime Minister, I salute you once more. You know, easy. I would like to just ask questions, but not to you directly. I hope it would be the last thing that we say, and then we use it to conclude this beautiful space. The response you gave to the people who asked some stupid questions here, I was thinking we would have passed this particular level in our quest for freedom. But it's okay. That's part of it, because I see all the time propaganda is a very important tool for liberation struggle like ours. And it's the utmost. Everybody has to even invest more in it than in any other thing, especially in today's warfare and liberation struggles. Look at even terrorists. They use propaganda all the time. Hamas, the amount of propaganda they are using, and the Palestinians, even when they are caught, they don't give a damn. They just laugh about it and continue the propaganda. Even when people know they are lying, they are still using it. But in our own, we are Biafrans. We don't use lies. We use truth, and we use our sense very well. You prayed for 1,000 men wisdom. I am praying for even more for you, more, so that you continue to lead us. Everything you do, let me tell you, is right in my eyes. And I believe it's also right in God's eyes, because it is leading us to where we are going to. But my question goes to the people who are not yet trying to understand us. The particular person, which is why I like the question you asked him, the obedient guy, whether he's yet repented now or not, and so many things. They will continue to run around in circle. I saw one particular person who is a very great antagonist and an arch enemy of our struggle, but a lady at that. That is why I'm not even understanding sometimes. Who always is antagonistic to the prime minister, to the leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who is in prison, has not even a compassion, but yet she is trying to bring herself in the foreground. And I am very happy the way you respond to these people. I mean, the wisdom God gives you and all of our cabinet is just beyond. It's not obvious. It is a divine thing that is going on, and I am particularly touched by it, which is why I say anybody who in faith show for this struggle automatically earns my respect. Anybody who insults them insults me. Anybody who fights them fights me. So I am for the truth, and I leave this question conclusively for the people who are yet to make their own census or their own vote. If you no vote for Biafra independence, waiting you again. And if you don't donate your money for Biafra independence, waiting be you again. I understand there are people who are also undergoing so many difficulties, people who don't know how to operate these things, people who have also no access to internet and all that. That is a part of the way. But all the people who have access to this thing, listening to this program and on this space right now, after that, they are waiting. Why I'm saying this is, honestly, I will be one of the people who will protest against whoever will be the government of the day in Biafra, to come and keep me in the same level with the people who did not come in time in this struggle, or the people all of a sudden they become and start struggling for space with me. People get a problem, because I don't really understand this. You sit on the fence and you wait. People have given their lives to this. People have sacrificed even their families. People have given so much courage that should be inspiring you at this time. And instead of supporting and looking at things as they are moving, are you that blind? Odumeje say, he says, how can you be so blind and dumb at the same time? How can't you see what's going on? The other day I saw one Fulani boy, because these people have just, the amount of disrespect we have right now as a people, that a boy is coming to tell us that even if we go, that Fulani will still come to our land. Yeah, I'm not even looking at it, because even but the point is, it seems like all of you are just my twins, in spiritual twins, because the kind of thing, the words you people use, the way you react to things, the way you respond, your answers and everything is exactly what I would have done. My own is just that I may not be using too many words. I just be acting, going about. But I'm happy you guys understand this thing, and I'm praying for more wisdom for you. So the people who are sitting on the fence, and the people who are antagonizing us, and the people who are pretending not to be doing something, and the person who was also trying to imagine the kind of activists with the freedom fighter. All these are the kind of people who are going around trying to mess up everything we are doing. I believe we are flying like eagles now, so we move higher. When the crow starts attacking the eagle just flies higher until the crow cannot breathe again and just leave the eagle alone. And the eagle stay the king of the birds. And that's where we are now. So may God protect you all and be with you all. We are solidly 1000% behind you all. My Prime Minister, I yield microphone. All the honorable ministers, God protect you and your families. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, and that will be it for now and for tonight. We appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. Mazugo, do you have your final word? And we'll hand over to the Prime Minister to close it. Mazugo, are you there? Mazugo.
All right,
Okay,
thank you. All right, thank you. Thank you very much, everyone, for this wonderful evening. It has been a very successful discussion, and at least the truth is there, not hidden anymore. So we thank you all for being part of this particular space this evening. The exposition continues. Remember that voting is still ongoing. Very, very important. Our self-referendum is ongoing. And you know, sometimes they will tell you, oh, what is the result of the referendum? You know, they are asking what is the result of the referendum when the referendum result is going to be called in December or November. They are asking you what is the result. These are the, you know, the idiots who you know, have been around in the struggle, and they are quite mad because they were never for Biafra freedom, rather political movement. So thank you all for being part of this particular space this evening. The defense of Biafra continues. The delegitimization of the Islamic State and terrorist state of Nigeria continue in Biafra land. We'll make sure that those who kill our people will never live to tell the story.
Go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Lord, give us a freedom, have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Fire, mercy on we, Biafrans. Lord, give us a freedom, have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom. Fire, mercy on we, Biafrans. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafrans, and give us a freedom.
Yeah, hello, Biafrans. Before we go, I just want us to, in anything you're going to do from now on, I want us to remember that this place we are is not our home. And I want us to remember that song that used to say, I don't know how to sing it perfectly in English, but I know how to sing it in my local dialect, Igbo. Naga vetika babando nkototo Kela burumbanya wara Etu akagesi na elu wankala Nani oloai Gageji Shetai. How much you live is not the question. How long you live is not the question. How old you grow is not the question. How weighty, how influential is not the question. The question is, did you really accomplish what you come here, what you came to this life to do? Every one of us have mission. We are here for a mission. Have you accomplished your mission? Have you even started on your mission? Jesus Christ died 30, so I think 33 years. He accomplished his mission. It's not about old age. It's not about the number of age. It's about the mission. It's about the legacy. This our daddy here left a legacy. Don't cry for him. The only thing you will do, pray for the loved ones, pray for the family, that God should give them the grace, the power, the spirit to energize them to move on. Because this our daddy you see here. I remember when I saw him in in Finland. Social, the way you see him laughing, smiling, that is just him. So I just want you to pray for the family. I'm not asking you to pray for him to go to heaven. No, he has finished his work. Pray for the family that they will have peace, that they will have everlasting peace. And as we move on, ask yourself, have you found the route to fulfilling your mission? Are you on the mission, or are you the one, those that are killing the route or destroying the road to your own mission? Ask yourself this question before we go. Thank you so much. Vam, I don't know if you want to say something. And on Wanda Betty, I don't know if you want to say something before Vam will and wrap it up for us.
For giving me the opportunity. As you said, Jim Reed said that this world is not our home. We are just here passing through. I don't know him personally, but looking at him, you will know that he's a man of good character, a man with personality. The smiles alone on his face says it all. I pray that his soul and the souls of the faithful departed rest in peace. And I also pray for his family, at this time of trial, this time of his departure, because no matter how useless somebody is, his family will always miss him. And if you are fortunate enough that they were good people, you will miss him more on daily basis. We love him so much, but God loves him more. May he continue to rest in peace. Fellow Biafrans, I must be honest with you. I appreciate you all for coming around each time we are here. But there's one thing that really marvels me, and I won't say that it annoys me, but is very, very surprising that when our Prime Minister will have time to speak to us, somebody will come asking a question in a very confrontational and compromising way, making him to be questionable to you. I must be very, very honest. You know, when Margaret Thatcher was ruling Britain, she was ruthless. When a woman has power, I can assure you they overuse it. If I am in his position, I won't answer certain questions. I won't even open my mouth. I will pretend as if I don't hear. How many of you in Southeast or in the whole of Nigeria will pretend as if you don't see what is going on in Nigeria?
Do you need a mirror to see what is on your wrist? We should avoid asking very stupid questions, because whenever our prime minister is on the space or anywhere talking, all the zoo, they come around and they will keep laughing at you people. For those of you who do not agree or believe in what we are doing, why don't you stay away? How can somebody come and be asking irrelevant question about a car with many spots of bullet gunshots? What does that add to what we are doing? It doesn't add anything. We are all matured people. If you truly and do not believe in what we are doing, please leave our space. Leave our space. None of you pays that prime minister. Nobody in this media team that anybody will come tomorrow and say, oh, we pay you people. After all, you are accountable or liable to answer us. No, it's not everything you just get up. Maybe you want your voice to be heard. We are not here to joke. We all lost people during the war, and after this war, there is still serious war going on. I heard somebody from Enugu Ezike saying that Ebubago is there buying their people. Why is it that somebody will just come here and be, I don't understand, asking questions like kids. Please let us get serious and get matured. You people are lucky. How many people in Benue have Simon Ekpa? Do they have Simon Ekpa? Do they have Simon Ekpa in Plateau? So my people, I will advise us to maintain it and keep it to a bare minimum. Please, I love you all for coming over, but please, if you don't believe in what we are doing, try and stay away. I thank God for everyone, and let's keep praying that everything comes out well and that our leader is released and our prime minister is protected by God. That should be our prayer for now. Thank you, my comrades. Thank you, Pastor Van 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 and 247. I love you guys.
Thank you. As you go, I appreciate you. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. And you can see how, formidable Biafra is. If you do not learn from this, our comrade who has gone ahead of us, our daddy, like I often like to call him, if you don't learn from him, then you have learned nothing. You know that this, our daddy here, he had health challenges even before he was called upon to take up the mantle and fight for Biafra, take up office, take up position. He did not decline. He knew he had health challenges. He knew there were some things, some burden on his body, but he didn't decline. He didn't. For him, that fight for Biafra freedom, not even his body can deny him to fight for freedom. When Mazin Nnamdi Kanu was saying that for him, even if he died, it will come quicker. So people grab that particular message and they run with it. Mazi Victor Adem is an epitome, is an example of a true freedom fighter. A true freedom fighter who did not allow his, inadequacy around him, his health challenge to deprive him of fighting. He wanted to look face to face. He looked at the devil face to face, eyeball to eyeball, and told him, bring it on. Biafra will defeat you. And in his very eyes, the zoo was crying. In his very eyes, Musa was only helter-skelter. In his very eyes, Ndin Zaman lost the battle. In his very eyes, all of them, including Delilah and Ephraim Jafar, they were all dethroned and destroyed. And he won. He fought and he won. And we are fighting and we are going to get the trophy on their behalf. And that is why every day we meet in the government, we always have 1 minute of silence to people like our beloved Daddy Victor Adam, who has fought a good fight, who has kept the faith, who has finished their course and their race. And today you can see that some people that tell you they are fighting for freedom, they are not actually fighting for freedom. Somebody will come and then after all these defeats we are giving to Nigeria, after Isia Boku, I could go Nigeria, somebody will go and bring a picture of Moto that our prime minister put as a semblance of what Nigeria will look like when they encounter us each time. Yeah, a metaphoric picture that will ginger your swagger, that will make you to think and say, wow, this is how they turn. That's what we turn them to. I know, but rather they will use that, say, you see, and then, this is crazy. I'm telling you, crazy. People that say they are fighting for freedom, but no, they are not. They are only looking for their stomach. And I tell you, most of them, the one they have eaten already will poach them until he could be. But here we are going to sing the victory song. Just like our prime minister just told you, while they are doing their propaganda and their fight, we are winning the battle. And when we see, the PM said that when he sees that they are too quiet, he feels threatened. So he wants to give them work. We must get them busy, because as they are busy lying and deceiving, we are busy winning the battle and winning the war. The Lord bless you all and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you. The Lord be gracious unto you and give you peace. We are winning, and it can only get better. Mazu go, thank you very much for hosting us tonight. Blessings.
Okay, Biafrans, good night from here.
Freedom, fire, we Biafrans, Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we Biafrans and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we Biafrans and give us a freedom. Fire on we Biafrans, Lord, give us a freedom.